I realized a little bit before the stream that, like, hey, if I'm not gonna have the music beat going, why do I need the desktop audio to be playing? So I guess I'll just monitor the audio between this Little Pets Cop music being played, as well as, you know, the game itself. So I can actually hear things without having to worry about the television making noise. But hey, that's the whole point, isn't it? So, hello everybody, and welcome back to A Stony Investigations Prosecutor's Gambit, stream number 4, where we're going to start with case 3. I'm excited because there's an awful lot of things I am curious to find out about with this case. And we did take a sneak peek at the intro before in the last stream, because that's just what I wanted to do entirely. And so we're going to start that right about now. I'm going to move the iPad across because I don't necessarily need it, and also Wi-Fi is very important. As always, we had the point to mention. The first thing we got to mention is that I'm definitely always available to just hear you out and listen in for conversation. If there's any questions you want to ask me, that's fine by me. Just answer it or ask it, and I will answer it as soon as I can see it. I'm always definitely going to be seeing it. It's nice and fun here. Just keep things nice and civil, and things will be just fine. Absolutely. Second thing to mention, of course, is that I post the announcements of these streams going live, even though it's been a long time since I've done these regularly, over on Discord and on the Twitter, which you can find both within the About section of the channel. You can just go there, it should be a couple of links down, scroll, or in the top of the banner, you can find them there. Discord server's a little small, but hey, that's what you get for not streaming too often, and also being a small channel as you are. But hey, it's nice to have you there, if you even want to join there. Maybe, just maybe, if there's too many people here, or too many people in there, things might start getting nice and wonderful to look around, see people chatting, have a nice community going. Who knows, really? And the third thing, of course, is the channel recommendation for the stream. Now, this one, I wasn't sure what I was going to pick initially for the channel recommendation, because it took a bit to even, like, think about it. But then, out of the blue, randomly, at the beginning of today, I go through my watch lists and recommendations over on YouTube on my homepage and all that. And who do I spy, other than the fan translator that I cited throughout the Investigations 2 video, Big Clingy. And they, themselves, are streaming the video game. They only just got done with the first stream of Turnabout Trigger. And of course they're going to continue on after that. So, even though it's maybe not the best idea to do so, given that they're also streaming the game as well, they're probably going to be a little bit more frequent than I am. Because I don't know how my schedule is going to look for the rest of this, even though I want to try and do Fridays and Mondays. They seem like a good dates to do. Because I still have some thumbnails to draw that'll like run out of the pre-made ones of all the characters I have here. But that's good, right? We're fine, we're caught up, I suppose. Now I just have to sit on my ass and draw the rest of the characters, which I did draw a couple more since the last time. So I have like 5 of them in the backlog, ready for when I need them. Just need to assemble them all together, really, that's all. This needs to be done. So, with all that said and done, it's time to actually cut back over to the stream itself, which should be currently playing some K. Faraday music. There it is. Etc. I don't know, man. I was just here picking a random song. I definitely don't want to look through the rest of the OST that's in this game, because of course that'll be some spoilerific names that show up then, in terms of not knowing what's on the docket. Right, I need to press the load button first, then from Turnabout Legacy, resume playing from this save data. Yeah, this one. Let us do it. We're going. Turnabout Legacy. What shall we make today, kids?
Samson
and Judy's Bake and Bow.
Samson and Judy, the 3 PM cake extravaganza. Macaroons, waffles with cream. Chiff, bun cakes, that a light is a dream. Laugh and sing, smile, it's true. All that sweetness waiting for you. Look, yeah, there, questioning, oh, he's got something to share. Doobity, ping. Now it's eat what's got some words. We're doing lots of fun, good shit going on right now. Okay, it's cooking time. Are you ready to make something special together? Ba-ding, ding, ding, ding. I mean, I do worry about it. I mean, no, it's fine. God, it's just going. I mean, yeah. I'll take a brief pause just to put it up on the iPad slightly. Wow, talk about a blast from the past. Yeah, it's definitely going. Hey, Gregory. I'm going back there tomorrow. It's your boy. Finally gonna find out what happened 18 years ago. This is the most important thing to me since, well, I don't know. But we're going. Yes, welcome. April 2nd, 10:05 AM, Zodiac Hall. Yeah, let's go. Well, Fender, are you finally going to tell me what you were doing here? Why have you brought me to an art gallery, of all places? Hey, you had nothing going on. Seemed like the perfect chance to come and enjoy the magic of star science stuff together. I'm leaving. Chill, big guy, I'm just joking. Or, dude, bro. You know about the I-7 incident, yeah? Your old man's last case? Of course, one comic took great pleasure showing me the positives of the Prosecutor. And I reviewed them again last night after your invite. You see? Looky here. I was also present at the trial all those years ago, though my memories of it are somewhat hazy. As a child, I was completely in awe of my father, aside from the corpse inspirational. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, and opposite him, Dickhead, the man who would become my mentor, Manfred von Karma. It was quite a case. However, it ended with the conviction of the accused. After you know what happened. Absolutely. Ah, so you were there too. You were in the courtroom for Gregory's final outing? Well, that'll make explaining things easier. I wanted you to know something, see? That's what really went down. Truth no smiles. Capital T, truth. It was 18 years ago, smack dab in the middle of a real doozy of a winter. The buildings were covered with a blanket of snow. It looked like the streets were lined with popsicles. Things weren't so innocent behind those frozen doors. In fact, some pretty sordid stuff went down. Well, absolutely. This was back before yours truly was the fine figure of an attorney you see before you today. I was a child, 18 years ago. Ba-dang ding doo. December 24th, 5 p.m. Detention Center. As we know. They still have the same wanted poster up there. Is that like a big phone? This one. Hey, Mr. E! This one really came out of the blue, huh? It did. We were called in before the arrest papers. Even were dry. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm an event attendant. I'm here visiting a client of my assistant, Eddie Benton. A murder on Christmas Eve? What's the world coming to? In the dark of the night, at the end of the day, I saw two timely saviors and come my way. Here he is, it is Mr. Sampson. Welcome, my friends, to the visitor's room. And if we're not friends yet, I'm sure we will be soon. Whoa, talk about an entrance. I was not expecting that. Neither was I. Sorry if I surprised you. I'm just so happy to see you both. Thanks so much for coming out. Seriously, I can't thank you enough. You're the accused, I take it. I am. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law, at your service. Takes off the hat, bows. I look forward to representing you. This is my assistant, Eddie Benton. Pleased to meet you, sir. I'll do, everything I can to help. Come now, Edward. Calm down, please. You don't have to forgive him, he's still new to this. He's been helping me out part-time, but he's far from fully fledged lawyer material yet. Nonetheless, I'm hoping he'll be of some assistance investigating this case. Gregory and Eddie, I say I'm honored to meet you both. My job as a defense attorney is to save my clients from wrongful convictions. So the first thing to do is to establish whether or not he is truly innocent. Perhaps you could begin by having you tell us a little about yourself. What am I thinking? I haven't even told you my name. Samson Tangaroa. Interesting. So over in the fan patch, which, you know, by the way, Big Clingy was a big part of that. He was one of the cogs in the machine of making the fan translation. This guy was Jeffrey Masters, as in Jeff Masters, Master Chef. Samson Tangaroa. Maybe there's an actual, like, punnier name to this? I don't know. What? It really is you? Samson Tangaroa, the world's greatest confectioner? You flatter me, my young friend. And call me Samson, all my pals. Wow, thanks, Samson, I will. I can't believe I'm meeting you in person. Seems Eddie knows something about client. Mr. E! It's the Samson Tangaroa! The singing, dancing confectionery making sensation. Mr. E. Hilarious, Mr. E. Ah, we're playing the music. What shall we make today, kids? Macaroni cream. Chiffon cakes that are light as a dream. Laugh and sing, violent ring. Now the sign will come to you. Eating all the apples I see. Questionably, this smells like pee. Who pissed on my apples all today? A bing. I almost started dancing along. No way! I gotta sing with Samson Tangaroa. This is a dream come true. Thanks, pal. It means a lot to hear you say that. Oh no. Yep. Are we still going? I'm waiting on the actual stream from my iPad to show me if we're still going. Because it gave me an error button. Is it even up live? No, it's like 18 seconds behind. Okay, I think we're fine. My apologies, but I think we need to discuss the matter at hand. Oh, of course. I'm sure you're both very busy. Alright, what would you like me to start? You see, so you're not just a confectioner, but also a singer and dancer. I sure am. While having fun, my body just starts moving. I just really enjoy making desserts. Wouldn't be too much of a confectioner if I did. I live to make sweets that will bring joy to others. Hey, that's not just things, they're works of art. Sparkling, dazzling, mouth-watering creations. It's all that dreams are made of. So it gives great choice and inspirational pieces, doesn't it? About the incident. I understand that the incident in question happened to a mansion. Right all the way back in those times. Oh, it did. We were holding an international confection contest there. Oh, a body was found inside one of my creations. Yikes! Inside what are you? No way! The detective in charge placed me under arrest because of it, and now here I am. But I could never take a life. Never. I'm sure the police will see that too in time. If they realize that mistake. They sure will. I sure hope so. What can you tell me about the victim? His name is Artie Frost, as opposed to Isaac Dover. Oh, revenge. That's kind of funny. He was taking part in the contest. Mr. Frost was a wonderful confectioner. His creations were things of real beauty. I just don't understand. Why did he have to die? I'm sorry. He seems generally upset over the whole thing. Well, I think I have a pretty good match with the man now. However, I need to check the proof of my possession. Polishing it every day has become just another part of my daily routine. You don't get the chance to look at this in this series, it's any real time we get to. Imagine the shape of a sunflower, right, Miss Reed? Does that have some kind of special meaning, or...? Well, it does. Sunflowers follow the sun, correct? In other words, they always face the light. Just as we attorneys do. We should always aim to be on the side of liberty and justice. Wow, then I'm gonna work hard and be just like a sunflower when I'm an attorney. That's true. And there's this stuff on the back as well, of course. The number! Is this your badge number here on the back? That's right. The number itself doesn't mean much, of course. Well, if it doesn't really matter, then I want mine to be a string of repeating digits. I'd actually pay to see that. Oh, Eddie, you weirdo. Mr. Tangaroa, there's just one last thing we need to confirm with you. You didn't kill Mr. Frost, correct? Correct. I swear to you I didn't do it. Like I told you, I could never take a life. Never. You seem quite sincere.
Alright, I'm going to take you at your word. Thank you for being so forthright. Likewise, it's good to talk to somebody other than those detectives. We'll head to the scene of the crime and see what we can learn. We'll be in touch when we have something more to tell you. Goodbye, Gregory. Goodbye, Eddie. I'm counting on you both. December 24th, over at the Zodiac Art Gallery, or even the contest venue found room. Wahoo. Classic music.
It's pretty cold out there, huh, Mr. E? I never even saw so much snow.
Yes, it doesn't seem like it'll be letting up anytime soon.
Just look at this place. What a seat house Samson's got. It's huge! It's mahoosive.
Yes, big enough to hold an international confectionery contest, no doubt.
Welcome everyone. Come on in, we'll have some fun. Oh, Jimmy G's. Ooh, who was... Oh, they spun around. Oh no. Are you alright? I'm sorry. Would you happen to be Mr. Gregory Edgeworth by chance?
I would. It's a pleasure to meet you. Whoever you happen to be.
I'm Eddie Fender, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, welcome to our humble abode. Duty bound! It's not a duty boat. That's kind of good, because it's like duty bound as the pun. Because yeah. But also Judy's a nice name in comparison to Catherine Hall over in the fan patch. Yeah, Judy's fine. I'm the housekeeper here, and Mr. Tangaroa's assistant. You're no housekeeper, you're Judy Bound. Be Judy Bound. You know a little something of my work. A little? I watch on TV every chance I get. I'm Bacon Bob's biggest fan. It's very kind of you to say so. We'll be nothing. We'd be nothing without our fans.
What might Bacon Bob be?
It's only the biggest show on TV. Every kid on the planet loves it. The dynamic duo of Stanton and Judy make delicious sweet stuff, all while singing and dancing. Like this. Oh, check it out.
What shall we make today, kids? You know it.
Cookie dough, caramel too, fluffy chew cream tiramisu. Everyone, come along. We've bacon treats with a smile and a dong. There, it's true. The oven's got something special for you. Ping, just take a bite and you'll see. If only that was slightly quicker, then maybe I could have sung along properly. That was a wonderful performance, Mr. Fender. Bravo! I get along every time I watch the show.
I have smiles might enjoy it too. Oh, so just later.
Well, his dancing really takes it out of a guy. No, I'm so sorry. I'm the world's worst hostess. Here, nothing relaxes the body and mind quite like a cup of tea.
Dun dun. Clink clink, clatter clatter.
And they pour the water, just like that. And they take a drink. If only I could put Gregory on the on the screen, that would be funny.
Ugh. This is Ceylon, correct? It's delicious. Its citrus aroma is said to improve one's ability to concentrate, as I recall.
Interesting. So this is what Ceylon tea tastes like, huh?
How odd. The sauce is cold.
This is coin for the Mario point. Yes, it's so that the tea cools down more quickly, I'm afraid. Some of my guests don't like it too hot.
I see. Most teacups are very unique too. The design is really something.
You think so? Oh, thank you so much. I got them all the way from France. They're my absolute favorite. They were designed by a marvelous sculptor named Paul Halik. Have you heard of him? Paul Halik. What is... Interesting. So, because in the fan patch it's Pierre Hoquet, I have to keep that PH there for the, actual evidence that shows up later in the case. So that's interesting. Paul Halik. Unless you pronounce it something differently, so it's such a pun. Paul Halik. He makes the most amazing tableware in the world.
I'm clearly a big fan of his work.
Oh, I am. These teacups are my greatest treasure.
He said not afraid to show away his passion about them. If you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to move on to the reason we're here. Can you tell us everything you know about the unfortunate incident that occurred earlier?
Of course, I'm so sorry for getting so distracted. I guess I'm still in shock. Because I'm the one that found the body, you see.
You discovered the victim? Is it true that the body was recovered from inside one of Mr. Tangaroa's graves?
It is. We were in the middle of the contest's final judgment phase when I heard the sound of something big collapsing coming from Samson.
Crunch.
Samson? Are you in there? Ah! I opened the door and went inside, and that was Mr. Frost's body.
Thank you. I'm sorry to make you relive such a traumatic experience.
Think nothing of it, please.
I only wish I had more to tell you.
Pardon me, Christ.
Now, if you don't mind, Miss Bound, I'd like to begin our investigation of the crime scene.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, I have to say Samson. He's no murderer. He could never do something like that.
Of course.
Leave it to us, Miss Bound.
Thank you so much.
I'll go set the hours at tea then.
Come, Betty, to the scene of the crime.
Yes, sir, Mr. E. December 24. Welcome to the lobby, featuring returning character from Investigation 1, Tyrell Bear. No way! Everything in this room is made of chocolate. I can't believe I'm getting to see so many of Samson's creations up close and personal.
I might be more excited myself if the room wasn't a murder scene.
Ugh. Just hearing you say that sends a shiver down my spine.
That might just be this temperature then. It's rather cold.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it's pretty chill. That's true!
Fence on the scene already? Oh, that was fast.
Bow to you, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
Gregory Edgeworth, I'm representing Turnabout. This is my assistant, Eddie Fender.
Nice to meet you.
Bad. You think the Tyrell bad?
The detective in charge is named Bad, a man of few words.
Crunch. Sorry about that, such a great one. Be in your notepaper. He likes to chew over his full time of literary, I'm afraid.
Nothing that I just remember them.
Sort of a quirk of his, that he's tried to ignore.
Although I'd be the first to admit that's easier said than done.
Bit of introduction now.
Detective Bad, would you mind if we joined you in our investigating the scene?
Sorry, not going to happen.
What? How come? Mr. Edgeworth is Mr. Tangaroa's attorney.
Yeah, an attorney will do anything to get him off the hook, even for words in a glad mouth. You think I need that on my crime scene?
Mr. Edgeworth would never do something like that.
I don't trust attorneys. Okay, kid.
Detective, you established my client's supposed guilt based on the investigation of the crime scene, correct?
As you read out words, yeah. What of it?
And extend me the same courtesy. I believe he is innocent, and I would like the chance to prove it.
You believe he's innocent? And you didn't even see the scene yet? That's a Lindsay Laura.
Wish to see the stupid shot of my belief is based on reasoning.
You were about to tell me you're not leaving until I let you look over the scene?
I am. I see you. What's going on here? You dropping frames on me, buddy? 739 frames completely dropped. 972. Oh god, it's getting worse. Come now. Come now. Don't break. Don't break fully. Oh god. Are we back? Are we back? I think we're back. Maybe? Maybe. Okay. Oh jeez, am I still dropping frames? Oh fuck. This is not very bueno, is it? Oh Jesus, it's getting worse by the second. It's because of you, isn't it? Keeping you on the eye watch there. Oh Jesus. It's continuing to get worse. 2,000 frames, almost 3,000 now, it's climbing up. Ugh. Are we fine? I'm sorry about this hiccup. I blame the setup entirely, though. It's evoking something, you know, it's evoking that first strain in some sense. And of course, there's like 4 people in the chat now once this is happening. Alright, I think we're back on things. From what I remember I saw, that's exactly why I was seeing myself. Scroll down a little. All this stuff. Okay, we should be caught up now.
Fine. Knock yourselves out.
Thank you, Detective. Lollipop.
But I'm coming around with you. sir, I don't trust the turret.
And then it went down to 1. What even? Is some kind of crazy shit going on there?
Too good for that. Go ahead and get...
That was a lollipop this whole time?
I must admit, I didn't see that coming either.
We better get started. I'll need you to take notes, Eddie. On it, Mystery!
Let's get this over with.
Contest venue Tangaroa's room. It's not over here anywhere. Oh no, there is, in the corner.
There's some very tasty tableware here, along with some kitchen utensils.
This tea set is the same design as the one Miss found, so that's with earlier. You think Sansa could have been drinking tea out of that?
Bottom cup, dusted with grits. Yes, but the only one they found.
And this is the case for the utensils too?
Everything else has been washed. So there wasn't any prints to find. Not a single instance.
And Mr. Tangaroa was wearing gloves while he was working on his confection. That could explain why prints were only found on a teacup. Mr. Tangaroa's teacup adds to the court record. Wow. I see you there. You're just not properly looking at it. Can you please? In this corner? A well-equipped kitchen, as one might expect. Sadly, it doesn't look like there's much to be found in the way of corners.
Nothing interesting in the fridge either. Check.
There's a ladder here! I see the ladder! I swear to you, it's supposed to be the thing.
Plus, Tangaroa was more than when he was working on his masterpiece over there. There could be good hiding fingerprints too.
I suppose it's possible to employ them in such a manner.
But is it really all the suspicious to find a pair of gloves in the kitchen like that? I'm a detective. Everything's suspicious. That's the job.
Yeah, you see the gloves there. Edric! Real crime scene, this is so exciting!
This isn't a game, Eddie. Need you to take it seriously.
Don't worry, Mr. Reed, I'm taking notes on everything.
You are? What kind of notes?
Know about how this delicious stuff is made. Kept track of myself.
I'm not playing around it, but take this seriously.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. Was full on Edgeworth instead of Mr. Reed. I swear to God, like this thing is a fucking ladder. Maybe it's in the other room I'm thinking of.
Okay.
So over here, this is a fine selection of nautical paraphernalia.
You think one of them could be a photo weapon?
No, they're all made out of chocolate. You'd have a hard time bludgeoning somebody to death.
Can't tell what's real in here.
They really do look genuine. I can hardly tell the difference myself. That's the true testament to Mr. Tangaroa's skills.
How's it looking over here, officer? No other riches in that cupboard, or...? Yes, sir. So, there is. Oh, no, there isn't. Just a blowtorch piece of equipment at the tableware, sir. You heard the man, Mr. Attorney. Nothing to add, am I right?
No.
So, you do have something to add?
Oh,
No. You can't get a straight answer out of anybody.
perhaps you should ask this great question. Get straighted on.
What are you investigating, officer?
Sir, I was just taking the temperatures of the water here.
What have you learned?
Oh, it's warm, sir. The stream beneath the room flows into the main fountain, and then the water is circulated back to the room.
Unusual, to say the least.
I've never seen a house quite like this one.
Rich folks, they're all crazy.
Are they now? Wait, can't look at those. Yeah, I can look at this.
The Red Rover and the Crimson Tide. It looks like this tide was the inspiration for everything on display here in this room. The ship with the treasure chest, of course, but also all the other nautical objects on display.
It's certainly a suitably grand theme to which to showcase Mr. Tangaroa's talents. Spoke with Eddie. We can speak of you slightly.
What is?
Notice anything?
You're doing this all wrong. That investigation's like a popsicle. You walk around the scene, look at stuff, talk to witnesses, and everything you do is like a lick of that popsicle. Slowly you eat away at it. Until all that's left is the stick. Written on that stick is the truth.
I suppose I better hope it doesn't say guilty. I mean, it could. Just not yet. Take a look at this. This Paul Holly.
Yes, what a gorgeous design.
Really? Just seems a bit out of that to me. Like, how do you get your tea in there?
Art isn't about function, Eddie. It's about form.
Guess I'll have to take your word for it, Mr. Reed. This hard stuff is way beyond me. Is there anything else you can explore? I mean, of course, the base. This fucking thing. Look, there's something stamped on the bottom. It says P8. I suppose that must be Holly's altering mark. Those are his initials, I suppose. Miss Bound says she's a big fan of his work. His initials, huh? So if I had made it, it would say EF. Perhaps you should practice by initializing your personal belongings. F. Where's Mr. GH? Gregory Edgeworth. There we go. Like, you in the corner here. You're like an important piece. Oh, can we not look at it yet? I guess we look at the actual crime scene first. Dun dun dun. So this is where the body was discovered.
Yeah. They took it away alright, but everything else is just how we found it.
It's really rather impressive, making an entire ship out of chalk. That's Samson Tangaroa for you. Don't you just want to take a bite out of it? Which part to bite first, though? That's the real head scratch, you know?
Quite any part of it, kid. You're way off this crime scene so fast your head will spin.
Hey, it was just a joke. Stop staring at me like that. Please! Do you sometimes wish Eddie would keep it cool a little better? Only a little better. It appears the body was inside the treasure chest.
Yeah, by the name of Bound found it.
Samson, are you in there? Ah!
Seems she heard something breaking. Came in to see what it was.
What was the soundboard? Bound heard. Coming from Tangaroa's room. The sound of Bound! Why don't we had just a little more information? There's something else here. Huh. It's a seal of some kind. Somebody's initials in an intricate shape carved in. Is it for making those fancy wax things on documents? I think it belongs to me.
No idea, but it's gotta get logged anyway, so I'll take that.
The seal! Added to the court record. There's gotta be more around here, right? You can also pan to the right. One of the stands of the ship is broken. The ship must have collapsed into the treasure chest and smashed it open. Wait, do you think that he had a victim died? Was he crushed by the ship?
It was. This became an accidental death, not a murder. You too serious?
Don't worry, Detective. The moment was simply discovering a possibility. I was being serious, though. Eddie! Detective, can you tell us a little more about the state of the victim's body?
Let me see. Got a picture here someplace you can see for yourselves. Death was from unforced trauma.
Victim was struck and killed with some kind of blunt object. What about the weapon? Has it been found yet?
You could ask the prosecutor in charge about that.
The detective's not one for sharing much, I see. Would you mind if we borrowed this?
No skin on my nose. It's not like it's official. Bound took it with an instant camera when she found the body.
Instant camera? Like it's disposable or something? No, which means you have the picture right there and then when you take it. No way! It sounds pretty convenient. Now that I get my facts straight and takes down some notes of my own. There's something in this picture that contradicts the current crime scene.
I'll need to call out my powers of deduction to figure out why.
Crime scene notes added to the court record. So now let's go and speak with this other fella. Learn another thing or two.
And you are? Huh. Sorry, meditating. Did you want something, detective?
That wasn't a very good line read, was it?
Oh, I'm an attorney, not a detective. Gregory Edgeworth.
Gregory Edgeworth. A pleasure to meet you. I'm his assistant, Eddie Fender.
I see. Name's Carmelo Gusto.
I like that. As opposed to Dane Gustavia, so the goose is still there. Carmelo is kind of nice. It has a nice ring to it. I'm a confectioner, here for the contest. You are? What's your specialty, Mr. Gusto? Oh, well. I think I showed much of this in the Investigations 2 video, probably because it took up too much time. The Arch of Air and Sugar. No way, look at that. It's like a little baby seahorse. It's a dragon. A noble soaring creature of the sky. That's a dragon? Does look more aquatic than ever. No need to sugarcoat it. My design sense is weak. I know that better than anybody. That's why I'm headed to Zengfa when this is all over. I need to train hard. Perhaps we should get off the subject of the design sense for now.
What are you doing in here, Mr. Gusto? I didn't think there were aligned civilians on the scene yet. The detective wanted to know more about one of the pieces in here. Makes sense, seeing as he's a contestant. Perhaps I should ask him a few questions of my own. Those are some interesting information you use, Mr. Gusto. Swing. Sugar blowing pumps. I put air into the sugar. That's so cool. It's like watching a swordsman do his thing. I'm no master. Not a day goes by that I don't hurt myself one way or another. That's why I wear red. The way it doesn't matter when I make a mess. The way of the confectioner is a lonely one. You never stop learning, not until you die. The way of the confectioner sounds like a long one too. It's the lingering of some unfading faces. What can you tell us about the contest? Based on what we've seen so far, flavor doesn't seem to be the only criteria for it. The contest was Tangaroa's idea. It's about art. Confectionery is art. Confectionery is art? Arts you can eat. Every part of it. Every single item in this room is edible. Except the people. Otherwise, you'd be thrown in jail for something like that. The whole place does kind of smell like chocolate. Tangaroa is a genius. Once in a lifetime talent. Flavor and flair. He has it all. And if you can't outdo the god of confections himself, you can't win. I don't know, man. Beating out the greatest in the world seems kind of hard, yeah? As it should be. Whoever beats him becomes the greatest in turn. That's the real prize here. Nothing else matters. So you're competing for a title, effectively. And a treasure, the ultimate cookbook. Tangaroa's most prized possession. If you want to know more, it's all written down here. It's a list of rules that was given out to contestants. Contest rules added to the court record. Woo! Can we take a look at that? Of course we can. The ultimate cookbook, title of world's greatest confection. Prizes. Judging will proceed clockwise from the leftmost room. All contestants gather in Mr. Tangaroa's room when judging end. Non-confectionery items may be used as decoration. Bands and display materials will be provided. Contestants may not enter another contestant's room. Understood. About the incident. Sorry, I don't know much about what happened. I only heard about it after the judging was over. How was the judging organized? It started at 3. Tangaroa began making the rounds right around then. He left his own room, then worked his way around the venue clockwise. Scones. Frost. I can't help but notice the scones. That is rather interesting, if you're going to be meeting her soon enough. My creation was the first to be judged. After that, he went to Scone's room. She's another one of the contestants. Each other. Ruthless. Brutal. There's nothing she wouldn't do to win. She was working with Cream, some kind of dreamscape. Some 009 dreamscape. And last of all, Frost's room. His thing was flavored ice. Sculptures this time, or so I heard. I'm glad I found the body while the Tangaroa was still making the rounds. I'm okay. I spy you slightly. We really can't get into the zone when frames start dropping like this, can we? It's because of you that I put you up and ruin everything. It's like nothing should really have changed, right? Oh man, it's like 20 seconds behind. See the panic, ran to call the cops. Okay. So yeah, all this, I suppose. Lord. The best part is that it doesn't tell me when it's like frames are dropping or anything. That's the problem with me not having like a wired Ethernet connection. It sure would be handy, but no. We deal with how we deal with it. Yeah. Tangaroa went right on judge. He doesn't know a thing about it until afterwards. Went ahead and looked over the victim's room, even though the guy was nowhere to be seen. Very suspicious behavior in anyone's book. I don't have enough information to challenge him on that yet. Find a way, Detective Bad. What were you and Mr. Gusto talking about earlier? I was gonna ask about the piece on the wall here. Well, I'm frank. Seemed like something was off. Here it is! A diary of despair, the light of life. Oh me, oh my. No, I better ask somebody who knows about this stuff. But then you bozo showed up, pulled me away from my very important work. Perhaps you can take a closer look at it again. Can't take a hint, can you? Mr. Gusto, would you mind helping us out? Of course. Confectionery is my life. No, of course.
Confectionery is my life. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Thank you. That's very kind.
Wahoo.
Candelabra, chocolate. There's a title here, Light of Light. This particular light seems to be missing one of its light-giving flames. Is that some sort of symbolic meaning, or could it be? It's all a mystery. It was like a fire alarm. Yeah, before you stop prodding it, it's not made of chocolate. Push it and bell something, people come right in security room, a whole bunch of hassle. So no.
I know you want to, but don't.
Honestly, the thought hadn't even crossed my mind. Typical attorney. What does being an attorney have to do with anything?
And that's there. Can't look down there.
It's a journal belonging to the captain of the chocolate ship, also made of chocolate. A diary of despair, and some title. Come, hearken, see how we crossed the sea and rode the red tide to misery. Quite a jaunty rhyme, such a tragic sounding tale. Very jaunty, very tragic.
Hey, what are you doing? Walter, come over here, buddy. Come over here. Walter! You're delaying our stream.
This must be the title of his piece.
Angel Beast by Thorns. That's pretty mysterious. Really get you thinking, huh? I think I'm a fan. Huh, you have good taste. I'm especially fond of it myself. Simply captivating. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Gusto praised me.
Now, Eddie, don't make this into a thorny issue by bragging about it.
Ugh, you have bad taste. Is that a dad joke, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't think no it's a momentous occasion.
Can I make a joke, Dad or otherwise?
Who knew you could make a face this pretty out of chocolate? Sansa really is a god among men.
Is it really made of chocolate, though? Looks far too much like a regular illustration to me.
You have a good eye. I'm impressed. That's no piece of candy. That's the ultimate cookie.
The ultimate cookbook. In other words, the grand prize.
What? After all? No. The book is simply framed and is here to explain the rules.
But the participants knew that the grand prize was in this room the whole time.
And there's no data again! Or at least YouTube's telling me there's no data. Still live over here. Simply afraid. Okay, there it goes. It dropped for a moment. Yes. Tango Road showed us all those. And there's all the frames dropping again. Oh, me oh my. Stellar stream, fellas. It's going really well. Absolutely stellar stuff. Truly. It's quintessential. It's peak. Peak streaming. 5,000 drop frames.
Anyway, you see it too, right? The frame.
Something's missing.
Part of me that was gonna ask Mr. Gusto about it.
Yes.
You're right, Detective. Something is missing from this frame. So it's not just me.
Huh? What's missing?
I better show anyone which part of the frame is missing some chocolate.
It's over here. It's the moment of truth. Hopefully they drop frames. I say that the moment that it shows me an error again. Ha! Okay. Alright. Come now, fella, let's try this.
Take that!
Take that! Okay. It's to be determined, but it certainly is important given who voiced Gregory over in the fan page. But hey, look at the detective work around the corner here. Something's missing. Oh yeah, it's different from the other side. That's not like Tangaroa. The balance is all wrong.
But that's not all. Take a look around. Every confection in this room is missing some small bits.
You're right. Candle holder and nautical stuff, they're all like it. Somebody deliberately damaged them? Tangaroa's creations have been tampered with in several places. Broke my leg in several places.
That's a very good question. Or did Tangaroa just wanted to look like somebody mess with his work?
He never did that to his own creations, never!
Is there some deeper meaning for the case? I must scour to see and inspect anything that catches my attention. Are these finger marks? Yeah, but we don't know who yet, so I haven't figured it out. fingerprints? No idea.
Fingermarks about prints. It's certainly important to the case. Brain fingermarks added to the court record. It's a real head scratcher, alright.
Not really. I'm guessing whoever it was wore gloves.
Nah, what's your sense of romance? Adventure?
Doesn't tend to be much of a lever at a crime scene, Eddie.
Eddie dunce. Ah, achoo!
You alright, Eddie?
Yeah. Sure is chilly in here. Toss up my collar as well.
Yes, it wasn't exactly warm in the fountain room either.
But it's even colder in here. Would you like to borrow my jacket? No, I'm fine. Besides, you said you'd give it to me when I finally got my attorney's badge.
I did, didn't I? Finally have the heat down so low.
Chocolate needs to be kept at the right temperatures. Take a look behind that panel on the wall.
What panel?
That one right there. Look at that. It was here this whole time. There's one in each of the contestants' rooms. Kangaroo hid them so they wouldn't spoil the aesthetic of our work.
And what do the controls do?
They adjust the temperature and the lighting. Goes all the way down to minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Cold enough to keep any convection from melting.
So in effect, each room is a giant freezer.
It's 59 degrees in here, no wonder I'm cold. Hey, just get bad. You, mind if you turn it up a little?
Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work.
But I'm not a detective!
The same goes for attorneys, Eddie. You must never desert the scene of the crime.
Get used to the cold. It's all part of your training. Chocolate needs to be kept between 59 and 65 degrees. There's no way around it.
You know the temperatures by heart, huh? I guess it is your job.
At the very least, I should know. Any real detective should be able to tell you that and more.
Alright, what about lollipops? Red and green.
If it's not too hot or too humid, a lollipop should be fine just about anywhere. Green needs to be kept at around 50 degrees.
Need to watch out for heating humidity, huh? Really noted.
Detective Bat kind of brought it up when he was talking about lollipops, didn't he?
I suppose you must be very fond of them.
It's fondue.
Read if there's any more to be found here.
Let's do some logic, baby. Or something broke, and this is the only thing that broke. Correct?
The stand broke and the ship collapsed with it. And the loud sound it made brought Miss Bound to run. Yeah, the ship had already keeled over by the time she got in here.
But why did the stand collapse? What caused it to break?
Maybe the whole thing was off balance from the get-go.
I believe in the case. This might be it. It was slightly damaged, maybe it ate too much, and you'll get sick.
All of Mr. Tangaroa's creations are missing a little piece of each, including one of the stands that was holding up the ship. Somebody really went all out.
You think it could have been the killer?
It's certainly a possibility.
Either way, I think we could safely say the stand was damaged on a mystery person's tampering spree.
And when it broke, the ship fell and smashed open the treasure chest, which would have remained closed otherwise.
Ba-dum-dum-dum. Okay, so what? I think we have to do something over here. Yes. Scour the scene. Like anything that catches my attention. Deduction.
It's titled Voyage of the Red Room. After sailing the Seven Seas, the legendary ship happened upon a great treasure at last. This piece is a tribute to the adventurous spirit of our ancestors. Who knew?
So they sailed 6 whole seas before they found anything?
I could be the luckiest crew out there. Sometimes you gotta take a bunch of wrong turns before you find the truth. That's what being a real detective is all about.
They even had detectives back in those days? They probably did, they just didn't announce them all that well. Could this be related to the evidence somehow? Some urethra action?
Eureka!
Eureka! You said the only thing that's been removed from the scene is the body?
Yeah, and then the piece of cloth is wrapped in.
And something here doesn't quite add up.
It doesn't. Take another look at the scene in front of us, Detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood should be here as clearly missing. You're right. Don't remember anybody mentioned they removed the blood along with the body. Let me check with forensics.
What is it, Mr. Reed? What did you figure out?
I had the treasure chest of his photographs and a real thing. What you'll end up with, the picture, the solid chocolate bottom, continues underneath the deceased head. Solid chocolate bottom was my nickname in high school.
I don't get nicknames.
And yet, that part of the chest is now gone. The part for the blood all over it. Exactly. So did the police remove it, or perhaps the killer? It wasn't forensics. They say nobody took anything like that away. Interesting. So someone deliberately removed the blood from the scene. Could be.
Crime scene notes updated. Ooh. Police have taken custody of the body. Investigation complete. Oh, my stomach grumbles.
I think we're about done here for now.
Oh, they updated a second time.
Well, if I wasn't convinced before, I am now. Tangaroa did it. No two ways about it.
What do you mean?
All the rooms in this place are locked from the inside. The only way to unlock it from the outside is with this key. I see. And who had access to that key? Who do you think? Tangaroa. He's the only one. There aren't any copies.
Mansion key added to the record.
With the mansion key, Tangaroa could slip into anybody else's room anytime he liked. And he could even lock his own room from the outside if he wanted.
Well, Mr. Tangaroa's room wasn't locked.
Nope. Which is what makes him a suspect.
Would you mind explaining your thinking? Confronting Tyrell Bad. Why I think Tangaroa did.
If the door had been locked when the body was found, Tangaroa would have been the obvious suspect. Which is why he deliberately didn't lock his room. And why he smashed in the lid of the treasure chest, so the body was in full display. Everyone was supposed to gather into the room when the judge had finished up, so he made it look like the murder happened while he wasn't there. The one thing he didn't plan on was Bound finding the body. Anyways, that's my thinking on this whole thing. Good enough for you, Mr. Attorney?
Do you also believe it was Mr. Tangaroa who damaged other pieces in this room?
Yep. I know you have to believe your client. That's your job, but I'm a detective and I serve the law. And no matter how squeaky clean somebody might seem, a suspect is still a suspect.
I fully understand your reasoning, Detective. Now, would you mind if I applied a little critical thinking of my own?
Do your worst.
Just as a detective won't compromise his devotion to the law, I won't compromise my beliefs either. And I'm not about to just accept his version of events. In fact, I'm going to show him the piece of evidence that highlights the contradiction in his claims. Time to hold it and take that and objection. Let's do it. Hold it! Hold it! It's hardly solid grounds on which to base your suspicion of Mr. Tangaroa.
That's how it's on the ground to start shouting objections left and right on, Mr. Attorney. Maybe quit interrupting and let me finish.
Hold it!
Why would he deliberately not lock his door? Because if he locked it, he might as well have held up a sign saying he did it since he had the only key.
But maybe it was just a coincidence. Maybe he just left it unlocked without meaning to.
You just have to leave it unlocked. Somebody just happened to find a body inside.
Come on, kid.
Never be a detective thinking like that.
But I don't want to be a detective. I want to be an attorney.
Great, but you stop trying to steal my apprentice. Look, there's a reason why Tangaroa left his door unlocked. And it's thus.
Hold it! You're saying Mr. Tangaroa himself deliberately smashed the treasure chest open?
Yep. If he hadn't, the body would have never been found.
I struggle to see how he managed to destroy his creation while judging the contents at the same time. Exactly. Besides, there's no way he would have disrespected his sweets. He eats every last crow on Bacon Bob. Val dancing. It's the only way his stuff gets destroyed.
This isn't about what happens on TV, kid.
You know about Bacon Bob, Detective? Are there anyone who isn't familiar with this show? Wow, I never would have guessed. Can you see the things on too?
Hold it. Never mind that now. Focus. The point is this. Tangaroa was responsible for breaking that lid.
Hold it!
Hold it! The judging began in Mr. Gusto's room, correct? Yeah. Kinda wanted to check his hard candy stuff out myself. In that case, how about a demonstration? Well, it's you, Detective. A lowly dog. Are you calling him a dirty dog? Urgh! It's a wolf! I like it. I'm starting to enjoy these little displays. Anyhow.
Hold it!
Do you have a clear idea of when exactly the murder took place? Not yet. Or does your report still pending? And yet you still went ahead and arrested Mr. Tangaroa. We may not know when the murder happened, but we know when the body was discovered. It was while Tangaroa was judging Cousteau's room. Perfect alibi if he could set it up his right. There's still no grounds for an arrest. Sure, do you have to agree with me? Do I? Especially when I've got nothing more to say to you. Why do I get the feeling he's hiding something? It's bad seems pretty convinced that Mr. Tangaroa was the culprit. There's no way he would have vandalized his own creations. No way! Still, the treasure chest did get smashed in. There's no denying that. Perhaps you'd focus more on what led to the body's discovery. It shows you it easy to swap the floor and detect bad theory. What is in our evidence currently? Victor's body is found in Santa Sakura's room inside a chocolate chest that was closed until the ship collapsed. By the treasure room, there's evidence left missing. So it was closed until the ship collapsed. Maybe it's this.
Objection!
Objection! It's a bit high, but hey. Hey, Winston. It was established that the body was hidden inside the chest. And that Miss Bound only came running into this room when she heard a sound. It seemed reasonable to infer that the sound was that of the chocolate boat collapsing. Sure. Seems likely, based on the evidence. And yet you assert that it was Mr. Tangaroa who had smashed the lid of the chest. I believe this photo makes it clear that it was the ship that did the smashing. I was looking at the wrong screen while I was trying to read. And if that had occurred only moments before the Mr. Bound had entered the room, point! And it could have been broken by Mr. Tangaroa, who was out judging the contest at the time. Hold it. I never said he did it there. He could have done something to stand, so it collapsed me from judgment.
Objection!
I have you any ways of proving that assertion? I can make something up. Investigation isn't over yet. There's still time. So he doesn't have anything conclusive. Have you found any prints in this room besides those of Mr. Tangaroa? Yep. On the door. But we found Tangaroa's and Frost's prints on there too. We were all brought here for a briefing, right before we started working on creations. Those prints are probably from death. I take it you haven't checked any of Mr. Tangaroa's works or prints yet? Why would we noticed somebody tampered with them. Therefore, it's possible they left some prints behind when they did so. Fine. If we don't find anything, you guys are still on top of my list. Got it? Or your guys' stuff for prints. Now. Yes, sir, right away. It's the same guy from earlier, but I forgot. No data! We stopped for a moment. We see where the stream is at before we continue. It paused, it briefly. Come on now. Check all the stuff. Prints. Yes, sir. Yeah, he's ran right over, right? Yeah, we're fine. Detective Van, we finished dusting the chocolates, and we found prints that belong to the Tangaroa, sir. Go on. Oops. Delish. Hey! The name has barely changed! Well, there you go. So yeah, the only difference is that it's scones over in the fan translation. Also, the connection is still very poor. I see that. At a quarter of my own. But yes, delicious scones. She's one of the contestants. Good work. You can go back to whatever you were investigating.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
So it seems we have a suspect besides Mr. Turnabout.
Even your loyal input. I wasn't about to wrap up the investigation anyway. I'll go speak to Miss Skull and see what she has to say for herself.
Delicious Skull. Mr. Gustav mentioned said that she was ruthless and she'd do anything to win. Miss Skull Lady sounds like a pretty suspicious character, huh, Mr. Reed?
Yes, I think we better try to speak with her ourselves as well.
Detective Bad, would you mind if we accompany you?
Babysitting you is not my job.
Aw, come on!
But I guess you did pick up a couple of useful clues already. So if you want to tag along, be my guest.
Thank you, Detective. Thank you so much, Detective. Detective. Oh my god, it's not even caught up. Oh, there you go. You're too kind. But Detective Bad, sir, I don't think that's such a good idea. The lead prosecutor is still busy.
It'll be fine. Me and him don't exactly see eye to eye anyhow.
Who is this kid? Who did they assign the case to?
Manfred von Karma.
What? Prosecutor von Karma? He hasn't lost the case in 25 years.
Manfred von Karma,
A living legend over the prosecutor's office.
never faced one another in the courtroom, but I've heard plenty of stories. They say he'll do anything to ensure a guilty verdict. But I can't let that distract me. For now, I need only continue to do what I believe is right. To be continued.
Do. Just like that. Save in number 9. As I've yet to really continue with Turnabout Airlines. Oh, Walter, what are you doing by the wires? Perilous. Scary, even. We back out until we have some music, and then we will go over to the intermission to have a brief break. There she is, contest venue, Scone's room. Yeah, there's the one I'm thinking of. Press this button, as we do. And we go to the experimental living room once more. And hopefully, the stream doesn't up and end itself during this intermission. So, take a moment to grab shit that you may need, or skip ahead with the timestamps, you know where they are. If they even are there by now, they probably will be. Because future-proofing, I guess. But hey, grab whatever, and we'll see you in a bit. Out here having another breakfast of champions in the form of a Freddo. Yeah, baby. You know how valuable Freddos are in this ecosystem. Now, probably I should have had a proper drink before continuing. Okay, I think you might be fine now. Yes. Okay. Whoa, a candy castle! And look, there are even some little elves to go with it. Look at those elves. So many elves in the room.
Room's laid out pretty much the same as Tangaroa's.
It's not as cold though. That's something.
Let's see. Yeah, looks like there's a temperature control panel in here too. Over in that corner.
Over there, what the orange light is. Where the orange light is, right? Better take a closer look at it when we can. It's like a fairy tale storybook in here. And this whipped cream covered construction must be worth Miss Delicious Scone.
Where is Miss Scone anyway?
Me? Why? I'm just over here, dearie. Oh, just look at you lovely boys. Delicious Scone at your service. Some cheeky blighters over here back in Blighty even call me Miss Delicious. Cheeky blighters back. The British is still kept. Gretel called a lovely boy at 34. Unexpected to say the least. Lovely boys? Really? Even Mr. Reed? Oh, yes, dear. You didn't over there. You're all lovely boys to me. I already forgot the voice. I thought I had a good one there. It disappeared.
Nobody's lovely boy, lady. Her name's Bear.
I wonder just how old she is.
Finish this up so we can get out of here, Mr. Return.
Yes, alright.
Objection!
There it is!
What's the meaning of this? Chit-chatting with the defense.
Mr. Edgeworth. So scary I just stepped out of the castle.
Carm.
What? He's married from Karma? Hey, sorry, Mannequins.
The notorious prosecutor from Karma himself. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Von Karma. Gregory Edgeworth, attorney at law. I couldn't care less what your name is. Your job is to lose to me and disappear, never to show your sniveling face again. What a thoroughly rude individual.
Those piercing eyes, the furrowed brow. You're even scarier than they say.
And you might want to keep such rude thoughts to yourself, eh?
We were hoping you might permit us to carry out some brief inquiries, Mr. Von Karma.
Ha! Why would I wish to extend you any such courtesy?
This clearly isn't going to be easy.
So long as your inquiries are limited to this room, I suppose I'll allow it.
Why does something change of heart?
You, the tall fellow. The name's Bear. Is that so hard to remember? I didn't ask for your opinion. The thought of a loading station does not concern me. But I do admire your spirit. Bear, see to these worms on settle apart. Why do I have it? I'm not offering you a choice, detective. I need to go another Gusto. Good day. Great. More babysitting.
Why aren't Detective Bad and Mr. Von Karma investigating together? They don't seem to know each other well enough for there to be bad blood between them. Well, looks like we have permission to investigate. Guess we better get to it.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I trust Mr. Von Karma's motives, but at least we do that much.
Hold on. I haven't been over this room yet, either. You're not messing with it. Before I get my chance to. You'll have to wait till I'm done.
Huh? I thought you were the lead detective. How come you didn't take a look at this room yet?
Because I wasn't the first one they assigned. One of Mr. Von Karma's pets was a job for me. Right up until just now, in fact. I got here not long before you.
That answers my question of why does it work separately, I suppose. Let's say we look over the room together today. It worked out well before. Then you won't have to worry about us messing things up. You can keep an eye on us.
What kind of screwball attorney has to have a detective breathing down his neck? Ugh. Guess I'm stuck with you a little while longer.
Yes! You're amazing, Mr. E!
You will have our thanks, Detective Bad. Don't be too grateful. This is my seat. The second you get in my way, you're out of here.
Of course, we understand. Now shall we begin? Scones room. Scones room. Rooms room.
What's the matter? Something weird about the ladder?
It's not a ladder, Detective Bear. It's a step ladder.
Same death.
Far from it, actually. You know if you assert that basic natures more closely. Amazing, Mr. E. I'll have to remember this for future reference.
What's the matter, Miss Scone? You seem a whole lot less cheerful than you were a minute ago. Is it Mr. Von Karma? Did something happen between you two? Oh, why, yes. Nothing happened at all. But you just said yes. See, that was a hello yes, you silly boy. Aren't you just as sweet as a sugar dumpling? Remind me, what was your name again? Oh, Eddie. Eddie Lumberkin. Off you go, fair dearie. Oh, you'll go far, dearie, I can tell. Eddie Lumberkin? It seems our English gentlewoman has taken a liking to you, Eddie. Nice word of compliment. It's not exactly what I picture when I think of a gentlewoman, Mr. E. Never mind that now. We should ask you a few questions while we can. Could you tell us about what you did over the course of the contest? Of course, dearie, let's see. It all started about 10 in the morning. That's why we set to work. And, well, I spent most of the time here in my room getting everything ready, as you'd expect. Oh, and then there was that lovely afternoon tea for an hour or so, from around 1, I think. Afternoon tea? It's an English tradition. A chance to drink tea, enjoy a snack, and make small talk. So, kind of like recess? I suppose you could say that. Oh, you really know your onions, don't you, Greggy Pegleg? Such a clever boy. When did I become Greg? And where was his afternoon tea, sir? TBS. That's in the garden, of course. There's a lovely one, just outside. We do it the same hour every break time during the contest. They on a nice little spread, you know. But today, only me, Samson, City Pants, and Moody Judy were there for it. Sammy Poople had already finished his big creation. So he was there the whole time. Poor old Chili, what are these nicknames? I know she gave nicknames a bunch back in the fan page. Goodness gracious. Poor old Chili Wakes and Gusty Pants had to miss out because they hadn't finished yet lesson. Saying everybody said Mr. Frost and Mr. Gusto were present? That's right, dear. To tell you the truth, I hadn't finished yet either. But I was about to miss on tea and cakes served by our two TV superstars. I went right back to work when it finished, though I tootled off while I was still nattering away. And at any point during the contest did you finish any of the other competitors' rooms? Well, no dear, don't be silly. That's strange. Because your fingerprints are found in Mr. Tangaroa's room. Eek! Caught red-handed. Wait, so you admit you were there? Oh, well, I can hardly deny it now, can I? But I didn't kill anybody, I swear. I suppose I better tell you what really happened. Just promise you'll believe me, won't you, dear? What exactly were you doing in Mr. Tangaroa's room? Well, I was, I suppose you call it research. Research? Sammy Poople's a dab hand when it comes to the old sweets making. Everybody knows that. Like the song, you know. Everyone knows that. So when I noticed there was no one in there, I just popped in for quite a quick bit of research, like I say. Well, that research leaves fingerprints. Yes, well, it's that reason fingerprints, doesn't it? After all, it's hardly research if you don't have a little nibble now, then is it? What? You ate little pieces of them? So, the traces of tampering and growing. That was all. I'm ever so sorry, sweeties. I didn't mean to make a mess. I had to take a little bite here and there, didn't I? I didn't want poor Sammy Poole getting upset. That was teensy bits and pieces. I understand running up the ship. You took a bite out of that too, I suppose. Oh yes, dear. Of course I did. You brought the whole thing crashing down. I'm sorry, my lovely. I truly am. Oh, is that why you left the afternoon tea early? You were heading off for a second helping of sweets? Look, just please believe me. I never killed anybody, I promise. Her actions were certainly suspicious, but that's about all we can say for now. Why don't you double check? Ooh, look at that. Don't you have the loveliest toys, Greggy Pegleg? But that color, oh no, that won't do. Here, let's put a little splotch of cream on it. Please stop that. Do you just anything with the currency notes? Yes, you do. It's like Delicia, that's the fucking body, dude. Over in the profiles we have, Samson Tangaroa, my client, and a man said to be the greatest professional of his generation. Student working part-time at the Office of Veteran Study. I see you now. Dropping frames are now at the grand 6,000 mark of frames being dropped. Artie Frost, the murder victim, found dead inside Samson Tangaroa's chocolate work. Judy Brown, assistant to Samson Tangaroa, she's fond of the work of Scott Holy. Tyrell Thad, detective assigned to the case, and a few words. Carmelo Gusto, handicrafting confectioner who's taking part in the contest. Confectioner of indeterminate age, back home in the UK they call it
And from everyone Gambit, the prosecutor in charge of this case, said he's never lost a trial in the next 25 years. It's true, he never did. Alright, now that we're here, let's take a look at something or other. It's a cute little elf made out of candy, and it's sitting on a little tree stump. Huh, the cream decorations around it are beginning to lose their shape. But the elf statue seems completely fine. Strange. Why could that be? Also, there's something blocking the way here. Is this castle just entirely there? These must be the various tools Mrs. Coe used to build her castle.
Looking to build cream, trowels, or brush. Is she a patisserie or a plasterer?
Don't you go making jokes on my thanks, you cheeky young devil. I don't just slap stuff on walls like a city or plasterer. I have to spread the cream out lovely and smooth, then work out all the rough patches.
That's literally exactly what a plasterer does. So literal.
Can we look at this?
The 4 adorable elves in the sweetest little castle basements. So that's the theme guy Miss Collins' creations. Unlucky for her, things aren't quite as sweet around here as she's trying to make us feel.
How unfortunate. Eddie! Ah, the thick, sweet scent of delicious whipped cream is in the air. It's like a fairy tale, but in real life. And yet, there he was, standing in the middle of it all with that evil look at his face. His whole experience is wasted on the scary old creep.
Come now, Eddie.
You can't call people names like that, it's rude. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm being influenced by that young lady over there. I should be more careful. It's just, he reminds me of this teacher I once had. It was always super angry with me.
A stern school teacher, huh?
Now that you mentioned it, Von Karma does have that look on him. But I shudder to think what it would be like for miles to study under it. Can't even look at that. There's fucking medicine over here. I don't know what that is. There's a blowtorch and some chemicals here.
I guess it's all for cooking.
I wonder what these chemicals are. Oh, let's take a look at the label. Mango down 911. Homicyanide 24/7.
Wait, for all poison?
No, sir. The common colorings and flavorings used in candies and desserts. Of course, it's concentrated mango boiled down to its purest essence, hence mango down.
They're asking for trouble. A name like that.
I'm curious as to what homicyanide might be. Homicyanide. That's a good pun, in some way. Don't turn around, don't turn around. If you turn around, you'll need it. Can't eat the castle. Don't eat the castle. I guess it's what you get sugar with. We could investigate this. Also, I should probably plug in this fucking thing that's not important to anyone entirely. Shove. Alright. There's a small door on the wall here, just like in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Here, I'll open it.
Temperature 68 degrees. Light set to green.
Didn't Gusto say, please forget the 50 degrees? Temperature in here is too high.
Temperature of Scone's room is unsuitable for green. That is odd. I wonder why. Look at that. Doom, etc. Now that I'm listening to the music, I can actually fucking sing along to it. It's taking all the shit away. It's an incredible piece of work. Contemplate this whole castle's made out of sugar and cream. I know, right? It's like we're inside a magical medieval story or something.
I didn't know you were so into such fantastical things.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. Didn't mean to get so carried away there. Oh, no need to apologize. I admire your enthusiasm. I sometimes wish my own son was as animated as you. You have a son, Mr. Reed? I do. Still in elementary school. And yet, he's rather read a statute book than fairy tale. I can't help but worry that his interest will make it hard for him to make friends. Don't say that. He sounds super interesting. I like a ton of friends. He included, I'm sure.
I think you'd be more of a big brother than a friend, Eddie.
A big brother, huh? Guess I have some growing up to do. Better take this more seriously. Indeed. And with that in mind, shall we continue our investigation?
Scour the scene! Expire the scene!
The doors of the castle have been left wide open. Yeah, wasn't the guy born in the barn? He could at least close them behind him.
And I see you said it's on his face, Eddie.
Wait, there's a bunch of stuff inside. Let's see.
Old kid. But it was gonna be handling evidence. It'll be me. Step the fuck back.
Cream's going all runny. Whipped cream is about to lose its shape inside its touch. Intriguing. It's all over the detective's shoes. Why are all these items just being stored inside a candy castle anyway?
Alright. Tell me what you want me to look at first. blue cloth back there. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls altogether. Well, they said they are made of candy. No idea what this stuff is for. Almost looks like somebody hidden in here. I think I've seen fabric of the same color somewhere else before. Have we? 2 big rock crystals? Looks like somebody was using the cattle in storage. I expected something a little more exciting behind those doors. Oh, I know. Maybe they're giant uncut gemstones. Maybe this whole thing is based on a story about the castle whose priceless treasure hidden inside. I think I'd treat my priceless treasures with a little more care. Let's look at the bottom. Looks like a little stand or something. There are stands mounted on the bottom of the rock found inside the candy cases. I was right, they are gemstones. Those stands must be something put on display. Well, whatever they are, they're certainly not just a large set of paperweights. These pillars, they have hexagonal indentations. Looks like nothing's supposed to go in there. Well, whatever they were, they're long gone. Hexagonal indentations, huh? I wonder. So complicated for something very simple. Castle's covered with cream, so maybe a giant strawberry. A giant strawberry with a hexagonal bottom? Look, I like strawberries, okay? Can't blame a guy for wishing. I prefer bananas myself. Blueberries. How very pleasant. Blueberries. Okay. We haven't even seen any blue shit. So, these two. Connect them together. The rock crystal stands and the pillars in front of the castle feature the same hexagonal shape. I believe the crystals are meant to be placed on top of the pillars. Oh yeah! Hexagon to hexagon. Makes perfect sense. If that's the case, then why were they being hidden inside the castle? The rolls of blue cloth and the rock crystals inside the castle. I imagine both must belong to Miss Scone. Miss Scone, what were you using the items inside the castle for? Huh? Oh, those! Sorry, Lambkin, no, I'm not allowed to say. Let me guess. Long arm. How did you know? Please don't ask me to tell you. You'll have my guts for goddess. It seems the prosecutor really has no intention of sharing anything with the players. Man, probably onto something with those kind of rock crystals, though. What's that, dearie? You're interested in my little trinkets? Your trinkets? Yes, my sweet. I used to make people all lovely and relaxed. You use rock crystals and cloths to do that? I do! It's wonderful, you should see it. And they're not just any old rock crystals either. They're great big lumps of salt with lights inside them. Wow, these things are landing. Oh, that's not even happening. Those cloths hold an even more exciting secret. We started talking about a trinket. Since you're here, why don't I give you lovely boys a taste of my relaxation magic, huh? Oh, Batty Bumpkin, can you get it all out and set out for me? Name's Bad. Is that a no? Why are you being so selfish, Batty Bumpkin? Gregory has nothing to say. Have you finished taking photographs in his room yet? Yes, sir, we have, sir. Now, Miss Scone here, something for you. Yes, sir, right away, sir. Oh, you're such a sweetie at heart, aren't you, Batty B? That's amazing, Miss Scone. You got him to do exactly what you wanted. That's some talent. Thank you ever so much, Battykins. And you, Officer Lovely. Gave me a name, Mr. Forensics Guy now? This is a way of showing that she cares. So, what about this is supposed to be relaxing exactly? Oh, don't be a big sourpuss, Batty B. Fun's only just beginning. Officer Lovely, you can switch it on now. Yes, ma'am. Lovely officer. Wow, it's beautiful. It is. There's someone here to see it. Isn't it though? It really is. Just wonderful. Before a door, well, the sweetest little castle made of sweets. That's my thing, you see. Whatever would be extra lovely if it was all lit up. Isn't it the nicest thing you've ever seen? One of the elves was severely left out. This is how it was supposed to look with the contest. I'm glad you little boys can see it at least. Wait, shouldn't the lamps be lit up too? Oh, what's happening here, I wonder? I think I better take a look at the lamps and the elves one more time. Par exemples! This elf doesn't have an illuminated cloth over it like the others. It's not fair to leave the poor guy out, Miss Scone. Well, I didn't want to, did I, dear? But one of my cloths and one of my little machines went missing. A cloth? What sort of machine exactly? Oh, you'll never guess how it all works. Those luminous cloths connected to these little thingamajigs. They're called full spectrum light emitting devices. FSLEDs. They send light out the main cable to each optical fiber strand as the cloths glow. With a little bit of fiddling, you can change the light to any color in the whole wide world. Bright red like ferocious fiery flames, cold blue like pointing crystals of ice. They have these special batteries that last for donkey's years. They don't mind the event called law. Forgive me. So these machines, like, now what makes a special luminous cloth light up in all these beautiful colors, 3? I see. So much your technology can barely keep up. So these light emitting devices. You lost one of them at a piece of luminous cloth. Well, that's right, Mankin. Heaven only knows what he could have gone to. This cloth could have something to do with the case. Cloth added to the court record. I was eating anything that catches my attention. Like the door! My shoes were already covered in green. I wouldn't go any closer unless you were on the same beat of habit as you. I've seen what's behind the door anyway. That's really need to look again. So Miss Scone had actually intended to use the lamps in the display. And why would I stash inside the castle? Ain't because they're broken? Except there's plenty of other places you could put them. Best place to hide some salt is in some sugar. Isn't that how it goes? Or perhaps the best place to hide a tree is in a forest. Anyway, if our intention is to put these salt lamps in a fine display, that contradicts a certain piece of evidence. Only pointed out by making a deduction. The contest rule is correct.
Eureka!
Eureka! Take a look at the list of rules for the contest detective. Non-confectionery items may not be used as decoration. That means the salt lamps and luminous cloths are both against the rules. Scones broke the rules! Is that why they were stashed away inside the castle? I think we need to dig a little further into this scone before we can say for sure. However, the lamps appear to be broken. Bulbs are smashed. Over them. Maybe they fell and broke on the floor? Look, there's a red stain on the one on the left. That's not just a stain. That's... Yep, blood alright. I can smell it. What? But blood? Why is there blood in this lamp? Could it have something to do with why this bulb is broken? You better take a closer look at the other one too. Can't even look at that. Which is why we got blunt force trauma in the bloody lamp. Take a closer look at that sign. We noted the victim was struck and killed with something blunt. And we found blood on one of the lamps, which has a smashed bulb inside. Could the lamp not have been the murder weapon? For sure! It could definitely do enough damage to kill someone. You, science guy. You better analyzing the blood from the lamp yet? Yes, sir! Just got done a minute ago, sir. Blood is the victim's. No doubt about it. And there you have it. Stained with the victim's blood. So the murder weapon was hidden in Miss Scone's room. I'm beginning to think we may need to add it to our list of suspects. High temperature and running cream. The whipped cream in this room is collapsing because the temperature is too high. 68 degrees. My messed up shoes come out of that. And yet... when you open the doors to the castle, the handles themselves were just fine. Yeah, they were sturdy than expected. Sturdy? That's not the way I would describe most things made of confectionery. Take a bit to take another look at those handles, don't you? What the? I think it's safe to say those handles aren't made of candy. It's not just the handles. The whole castle, the little elves. They're all just plastic molds with whipped cream spray at the top. What? So this is confectionery art after all? No, it's simply made to look like it. The cream had been able to blend in as an air of authenticity. Correct? Is this correct? Yeah! Chug it on through. So not only did she use decorations that were against the rules, she didn't even make any real sweets. Miss Scone made a mockery of the rules. Yeah, she's not gonna get crowned world's greatest now. Why is it so warm in here? Did y'all think it was something to do with all this? Taking factories added to the cult record. That's a good question. I think we better go ask Miss Scone herself. Hello. Temperature of the room. Tell us more! Miss Scone, why is the temperature of your room set at 68 degrees? Because I hate the cold, don't I, dearie? Besides, being chilly's not good for a girl. In order to keep my fresh-faced complexion, I gotta be careful about these things. We ladies have to stay young, don't you know? How old is she really, though? That's what I like to know. It's not polite to speak of the other person's age, Eddie. But most of your work is made out of whipped cream. And whipped cream needs to be kept at 50 degrees so it starts to deflate. Is that so, dearie? Oh, well, silly me, eh? I'm really gonna make a whoopsie. Wait, you really didn't know that? Lack of knowledge. She's a dunce. Well, glass convection on my foot. My left foot. No, you just break the rules by using fake candy. She's pretty basic facts about it, so suppose it's crap. This skunk is more mysterious by the minute. Listen here, lady. Bish bash. Why the freak? Miss Scone appears to lack basic knowledge about how confectionery is even created. And she says that she snuck into another entrance room for research purposes. Hardly the actions of a world-class confectioner competing for the major prize. Yeah, not how I pictured a top pro acting. Or she maybe just lacked a little confidence? Or she not actually a confectioner at all? Perhaps she had another agenda altogether. After all, we only have a word for it that she went into that room to do some research. Wait, you mean maybe she went in there to commit a murder? There's no way of saying so for certain just yet. She is hiding something, that much I'm certain of. Ow, my knee! I don't know, that was close to the microphone, maybe you heard that. That's enough investigating for now, don't you think? Yes, we certainly found plenty of interest. Something's been bothering me for a while now. Mr. Von Karma would surely have found the murder weapon when he searched his room. And yet he didn't arrest Miss Scone. He didn't even seem interested in questioning her. I think our first priority should be to find out what he's really up to. Detective Pat, I have a few things I'd like to ask Mr. Von Karma. Me too. Yeah, Miss Scone. Eek! How could you, Batty Pumpkin? Stop staring at me like that. It appears that the bad suspicion of Miss Von Karma and Miss Scone as I am. Miss Scone, would you be so kind as to accompany us? Of course, dear. Where are we off to? To find Mr. Von Karma. December 24th. You can see him in the corner there. Test venue. Belton Room. Contest. Mr. Von Karma, we didn't speak of you, that's alright. Judging by your faces, I'm guessing you found the murder weapon. We did. It was in Miss Scone's room. Which means that Mr. Tangaroo should no longer be the owner. Ha! Nonsense. It doesn't matter where the weapon was found. Tangaroo is guilty. And as long as this is my case, guilty he shall remain. How can you be so sure Mr. Tangaroo is guilty? You have an explanation, I assume? Or why the murder weapon was in Miss Scone's room? Of course I do. And I'd be delighted to share it with you. Confront me, why don't you? The murder weapon. Tangaroo killed Frosted Water Scone's salt plants in order to frame him for murder. To complete the detention, he took it back to her room once the deed was done. After all, it had been found near the victim's body. Tangaroo would have seemed doubly suspicious. A body may be hard to move, but a murder weapon? Considerably less so. And that is why there was no piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect. Yikes. So you're certain Mr. Tangaroo sent the salt plant back to Miss Scone's room? It is indeed. But it is more than just an assertion. It is a fact, based on my own investigation. You mean you have proof that he did so? I don't need any such thing. If you have a rebuttal, I'd be happy to hear it. But I hardly doubt you would be able to fault my logic. Big doubts on the murder weapon. Hold it! So he took one of the salt lamps from Miss Scone's room back to his own. Indeed. He prepared it beforehand, knowing that it would be the perfect weapon with which to kill Frost.
But we found the lamp from Miss Stone. Surely this could cast Miss Stone herself. Suspicious like.
Perhaps it's gonna be finished. Now, as I was saying,
Hold it!
You're talking about the lamp made of salt that was hidden from the Candy Castle, correct?
precisely. I was the one who found it. So be grateful. It's thanks to me you even have such a weapon.
What made you go inside the castle in the first place, if you don't mind me asking? Good point. Maybe you just wanted to see what it was like in there?
Fool! You think I went in there on a whim? I went in there because the detectives are an incompetent lot, so I investigated it myself. But I had nothing to do with the initial investigation.
That's right. David Babb was in the part of this investigation until very recently.
If you want my trust, detective, you'll have to learn it. And a good first step would be to stop wasting my time. Now, if you'll allow me to continue.
Hold it!
Well, you'd come up with a suspicion anyway, due to the body being in his room. So why?
Would you like to hear a favorite expression of mine? Even a dog can hold still and stay. Now let me finish.
If only I could say the same to you.
Hold it!
So you think he hit the body in the chest, but removed the murder weapon from the crime scene?
Yes. He foolishly believes his own creation to be the perfect hiding place.
Eeh! I'm sorry, I had to help myself.
I think you mean you couldn't help yourself, huh? He doesn't seem very sorry to me. In any case, the weapon was taken away, while the blood don't seal the crime.
I like fluctuating with Von Karma, I think. I don't know what the steady voice to be for him. But if there's a proof, how can you say for certain it's the Tangaroa with the culprit?
It's not the best you could do impressing me. Listen here. The presence of the body in Tangaroa's room in itself by proof enough.
Objection!
You didn't find evidence pointing to any other possible subjects.
Perhaps you could take a look. Have a look. You might. You really don't give up. There is no need to take it. Pro is guilty. End of story. If you insist on asserting otherwise, then show me some proof back for your ridiculous claims.
I have to think back over the scene of the crime. If the Tangaroa really isn't guilty, then there must be something that points to somebody else. The drop frames. Do. Dropping all the frames. Dropping all the frames. When it comes back, it will definitely be coming back. Okay. I think we're fine. I don't think anything has been missed. Or see Mr. Von Karma or any of his statements are in effect, I fear. My only hope is to find a piece of evidence that contradicts his claims. I'll have a think about this. And that's oh, we can look at this in depth. Interesting. We can also look at this in detail. Look at that. Alright. Oh yeah, all this, right? I mean, I see it at 6647. Go back to live. Okay.
Objection!
It was worth a try. What do you make of this piece of evidence, Mr. Von Karma?
Nothing. It isn't even worth considering. Is this all I can expect from you? How do you even earn your badge in the first place?
Yes, you already stand proudly as a lawyer.
Exactly the kind of feeble-minded response I expected.
Pathetic.
I'm loading dirt to him.
No piece of evidence on the scene that pointed to a particular suspect. Well, you have that. There's the cloth, right?
Objection!
Yeah.
Sharpen the tie. It's true that the murder weapon and bloodstained chocolate were removed from the scene.
But something else
Does point to one of Take another look at the photograph of the body.
the cloth covering the victim's lower half. Is that not one of the same luminous cloths we found in the scene of the skull's room? What's that, dearie? One of my lovely colourful cloths. I see the crime, you say?
Ugh, numerous cloth. Nonsense! I see no light to speak of.
I guess he doesn't know how it works.
It may look like ordinary fabric at first glance,
But attached to one of these light-emitting devices,
and the difference soon becomes apparent.
look at his face. I think he was expecting that.
The fact that the cloth can be lit up is neither here nor there. We had important. One of the rolls of cloth from Mrs. Going's room went missing. And if you look closely at the blue cloth in the picture, would you say it's clearly made of the same material, Mr. Von Karma? Ugh. The salt lamp and the luminous cloth both belong to Miss Scone. And seeing as the
I see us drop frames. Once more. We drop in all the frames of the world, my friend. Yeah, oh yeah. Do. It's like around here-ish, maybe. Yeah, we're catching up, baby. Oh, shit. It certainly could be better with all this drop frameage. But it's all in one stream, and that's the important thing. It's all in one stream. Seeing as the body's wrapped in cloth, surely even you have to admit that's suspicious. Mr. Von Karma, I think it's time to accept that a number of factors point to this score as the person of interest. Eek! Farewell, my lesson is. Greggy Pegleg, how could you? You're accusing me, of all people?
I'm not accusing you of anything just yet.
Or do you think you're hiding something? I absolutely do. Trust me. That's not...
Just to clarify, your assertion that both the murder weapon and the cloth were Miss Scone prior to the murder.
Exactly. Is something funny?
Only that you've walked so carelessly into my trap. Neither the cloth nor the murder weapon were in fact in her room. So sorry to have break it to you, friend. Kangaroo spotted them before the contest began and noted that Mike's cloth contravened the rules. He subsequently confiscated them and took them to his own room for safekeeping.
What?
Then, after the contest began, nobody saw hide nor hair of the boss, as he had secluded himself in his room. And the only person capable of entering his locked room was Tangaroa, possessing as he did the only key. And as you now know, he was also in possession of the lamp used to commit the murder. So you see, I have had everything I needed to get Tangaroa convicted on the law. Well, how does it feel to have lost to me before even setting foot in the courtroom? This can't be happening.
Wait, all the hard work was for nothing? Miss Scone, why don't you tell us yourself as confiscated by Mr. Tangaroa? Aye, well dear. Many said if I spilled the beans, I'd end up being one under suspicion. Mr. Von Karma said that. And he wasn't wrong now, was he? You two accused me yourself just a second ago.
Pathetic. Gershie Von Karma. You led us to the murder weapon knowing you made certain assumptions as a result. One more thing, my pathetic friend. There are two, and only two, sets of fingerprints on the murder weapon. Two? Yes, those of Delisha Scone and Samson Tangaroa. No others, in fact. Tangaroa used the lamp he confiscated to murder Frost, and was foolish enough to hide in his Scone's room without first removing his fingerprint. That's great. No one will even need to justify it. My perfectly secure is guilty.
Objection!
But wait! What about the luminous cloth that was left behind in Mr. Tangaroa's room? What about it? He probably meant to return it for disposing of the body. I have enough to disprove any of what he's saying. No more pitiful objections. Then get out of my sight, and close the door behind you.
Mr. Reed!
None of us just give up. Ugh. So you may spoil my time. Bad. Let's get them off the premises now.
Hold it!
This investigation not over yet.
Detective Bad.
What is the meaning of this? Sorry, but I'm not in the habit of leaving cases half solved. There's still one last thing from the crime scene we haven't identified.
He's right. It's not the evidence of somebody's activities to account.
We can discuss your legal doubts in our later. Or whatever they might be, no business defenses.
Objection!
I beg to differ. Those pieces of evidence are still not satisfied about either. And I suspect it might be the same thing that's bothering Detective Bear.
What?
This is the year to identify something that was left in Mr. Tangaroa's room.
Take that!
We still haven't properly identified this piece of evidence.
That's not what I was thinking of.
Oh?
It seems you're the only one who isn't satisfied. And I assure you there is no such thing as an unidentified piece of evidence to avoid karma.
I really did think it was that. I picked the wrong thing.
Still, a single question doesn't remain.
Do they mean this?
Take that!
There are finger markings on one of Mr. Tangaroa's creations. Supposing they belong to the murderer.
It could certainly explain how that bracelet didn't end up on the murder weapon. How do you know so much about the crime scene? Because I let them look around. Objection! You let the defense examine the scene, Mr. Bird? Are you out of your mind? I don't remember you telling me not to, baby. Ugh, insolent worm. You do well to remember this then, too. And the result of your next salary review is up to me.
Oof. Detective Bad's in trouble now, too. I'm sure glad you're my boss, Mr. Edgeworth.
Only remember the results of your salary review is up to your performance in this case. A mere attorney uncovering such a fact based on a cursory investigation, I'm almost impressed. But it certainly is entirely possible those finger marks belong to Tangaroa. After all, he wore gloves for some various creations.
Objection!
But can you prove conclusively that the finger marks are his? Furthermore, there is still something about Mrs. Scone that doesn't add up.
Is there?
Or is simply not her act to admit defeat? Oh, stop it, Greggy, stop it, stop it! Why you be so mean to your poor old pal Alicia? I owed up to nibbling poor Sammy Pickle sweeties. What more do you want?
I don't want to have to make you a suspect. That much is certain. But you lied to us. And you're still not telling us everything.
Greggy! Stop it, stop bullying me!
Sorry, you don't even know the temperature where the cream should be kept at.
What kind of professional confectioner doesn't know something as fundamental as that? I'm sorry, alright? I'm sorry, I'm just a silly little muddle-headed girl. What do you want me to say?
I don't think you're muddle-headed at all.
I think that you were never a confectioner in the first place.
Enough! I'll tell you to keep your baseless accusations to yourself. Evidence is everything in the court, in case you've forgotten. If you're going to accuse a witness of perjury, then I demand that you present something to back it up.
It's gonna linger on this because this is something that they gave Fun Karma after the first game, because he never had one of these. Just so you know.
But this is the courtroom, is it? Nevertheless.
What proof do I have that Miss Scone doesn't know the first thing about making desserts?
Take that!
Lewis, take that.
Every single one of Miss Scone's creations breaks the rules of the contest. The offending items, the cloth and the lamp, were duly confiscated as we have established. And the witness did not go and bring them back to our room herself.
Objection!
That's not what we're talking about, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
The entire fantastical world Mrs. Scone created, every last bit of it. It's all just a collective of plastic models, slathered in whipped cream. That cream is the only authentic confectionery in the entire room.
No real-world title contender could ever stoop that low. It's true, bad? Yep. Saw it with my own eyes. Stepped in it with my own shoes.
That's a good line. I like that.
Did we finally convince him? The lies exposed in this, sure you can't continue to deny the facts. Miss Scone, your actions plant you place you firmly on all this as suspect.
But no, dear, I'm no killer.
Then why don't you finally start telling us the truth?
Who are you, really?
And why were you traveling with your rival's work?
All right. The truth is, I'm not the adorable little cook you see before you. I'm actually a pharmacist, if you can believe it.
A pharmacist? Can't believe it would be a surprise. This could be further from what we imagined.
So what's somebody in your line of work doing entering a contest like this? Well, I just love eating sweeties, if you must know. and Sammy Poople Sweets are the best, or so they say. I just had to enter. I didn't mean to end up making it all the way to the final. It was all just happenstance.
Karma's lost for words.
That's it? That's the only reason you were here? Yeah, yes, dearie, and it was worth it. Sam sincerely Francis Sweets are the tastiest treats I've ever eaten.
And the flinger marks, the finger marks, the flinger. Were you the one wearing the glove?
Eep! Oh, no, that wasn't me, dearie. I don't even wear those.
Remember, Scone's fingerprints were found elsewhere when Mr. Tangaroa's operations.
I'd say that points to her not having worn any gloves. Exactly, Lambkin. Greggy's peg legs got the right end of the stick. I'm an innocent woman.
Is your head filled with cream too?
Oh, so sorry, mannequins.
Stop calling me that!
Her head made me filled with cream, which is certainly a nicer substitute.
Miss Scone, what did Mr. Tangaroa with works? Are you anyone who sent it?
No, dear, I couldn't help myself. Your tea, I had a little taste too.
You were in the victim's room too?
Yes, dear. Nobody was in there, you see.
Quite possibly because the occupant was already dead.
But I could only stomach one little bite. I never tasted anything so salty in all my life. So I had myself one of the tasty star-shaped bits on the side that cleans my palate.
You have quite a sweet tooth, don't you, Miss Scott? Indeed. What didn't she send?
That's everything. I promise. Ah, bollocks. Didn't notice it that time. Though I do in fact see... Yeah, nobody was in there, you see. We're about this far back, I know this. We catching up again. Only something one in the bite. All this stuff. Ricky Peggles. Mannequin. I'm so sorry, didn't mean to make a mess of things.
As long as what you told us is the truth, that's all that matters. Do not think for a second this means I myself. I'm going to investigate the victim now. We'll see how truthful you've really been after I'm through. Mr. Von Karma, please let us accompany you.
I think it's only fair that we be allowed to investigate the veracity of our conclusions.
Ugh. Accompany me if you like. Don't think for a second. A minute to conduct a thorough investigation. We'd like to accompany you all the same.
December 24th, 9 PM, test venue.
Frost's room. What in the... What is the meaning of this?
When we got to Frost's rooms, we saw nada. It was all gone. A whole enchilada. Is this the work of the culprit? Dead body hidden in the chocolate chest? Murder weapon moved mysteriously to another room? It's a real peach, and it was gonna take some serious sleuthing to get to the bottom of it all. To be continued. Save the progress, baby! In the same space. Because you know it. You know it, you love it. An incident occurred. Fancy that. Back in the present, 20:10:15 AM, Zodiac Hall. Fountain patio. Back on this music again. Whoa, we're deep on that one. Sorry, Mazo, you know, didn't mean to bend your ear for so long. Indeed. And we have evidence here too, like documents providing overview of the IS-7 incident, yes, and the pamphlet received upon entry of the gallery. Spring wing, summer wing, winter wing, autumn wing. It's not in the correct order now, is it? It's interesting. The building map, 10 to 5. The garden's out there. Alright. Let's take a piss break. We all know we love it. Piss breaks are always on the menu, I suppose. So, let's recoup from all these drop frame business and why it's so consistently like 2% of the stream. See you in a bit. while we're here being all intermission-y, I might want to point out that I did hint at other things in the past, and I wanted to tell you directly. At this current point in time, there are currently 5 sketches done of characters for the thumbnails. We had my phone somehow going off, even though it's close to dead and not charging because I had the power bank on charge. Yeah, the 5 characters that have been sketched out, prepared for creating new thumbnail icons. We have what I hinted at during the stream last time, Bodhidharma. During the stream of the second one, at least, you know, the one that's the most viewed one currently. Bodhidharma Canis has been sketched out. And we also have a couple of the main characters going forward. We have Kay, Gumshoe, and Ray, as well as another one, but they won't become relevant until later. So for now, we are doing back onto this. Time to go back to reality. Oops. Suddenly gravity. Also, there we go. I need to select anything. Maybe that's the whole cause of shit going wrong. See, it's went deep on that one. Sorry, Mazzarino. Didn't mean to bend your ear for so long. I had no idea that was how it all came about. I read the files, but they don't go into anywhere near that level of detail. I bet they'll paint things in a much rosier light for the prosecution, too. Well, Khan was the one in charge, after all. What happened with the case after that? Well, over the Ascot just vanishing from the victim. Things hit a bit of a rough patch. So rough, in fact, that it took a full year before they could reach a verdict in the trial. A year. This was back before they brought in the whole initial trial thing. You didn't have to finish up in double quick time like you do nowadays. I see. Did they ever find out how the victim's creations managed to just disappear? Well, they were sorbet, or frozen desserts, or whatever you call it. Ice, in other words. And if it's made of ice, it can melt. Which is exactly what they concluded. But there's a chance that it wasn't how things actually went down. What do you mean? That time it got the actual full notification. Now we're fully reconnected. Okay. How? I mean, wait. It didn't look to me like anything changed over on the that's weird. I don't get it, man. Although all the drop frames disappeared. That's fucking nutty. Maybe that's all it needed to do. Watch just be like completely immaculate going forward. So, win a wing, win a wing. Huh? I don't believe it, it's locked. The gallery's open for bids, but it's the winner wing. On the winner wanna wings off limits, we'll give. Fender. Perhaps you should look more closely at the pamphlet we were given. The winter wings under there. The thing we already looked at. Look at that Napoleon-ass painting over there. It is? Freaky. Could have sworn it was this one. Anywho, shall we? Time to dive on in and see what we should have seen 18 years ago. There they are! It's Bodhidharma Kit. No, it's not. Ugh. See, this will give me the chilies all heck in these rooms. I'm about to turn into a popsicle stick. It is the winter wing, you know. But you're right, it's like a freeze ring wing. It could be a trick of the light, but it feels like the whole room is made of ice. Temperature control is always somewhere at the back there, if memory serves. Like there. Hey, Milester, can you go peep the degree count? I'm thinking of complaints to the minute in order. There is something it's too cold, yeah? Alright, if you insist. Take your time. Mosey on around and take in the sights while you're here. I've got a camera I need to prep for action. Feel like your pop might appreciate a picture of all this. I'll put it on his grave so we can have a can. Of course. Absolutely. Hey, you two. These guys absolutely have no fucking animations. Because, like, you look in the whole mobile assets thing folder that I have, and the sprite sheet for these two, Desiree and Ron, it's just the one. Just the one sprite. They don't have any animation. So how about this? Ice cream out. Oh no! So we're working at the Mask. Yeah, and I go, that's me, the legendary Master Mask. Yeah, then. No. Say that and you'll be in cuffs before you can blink, Ronnie. You gotta take this more seriously. Otherwise, how are we gonna get this to market to sell. What exactly are these two plotting? Mystery. Speaking of mysteries, though, the boy wearing a backpack. What's he doing in our gallery museum? She wanted to run a gallery so bad she just quit the industry. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And there you go, 97 drop frames. So it didn't. Is this boy nerdy owner of the gallery, perhaps? There's a huge block of ice on display here. It must be incredibly heavy, or maybe not. One whether it being hollow on the inside. There's a constellation engraved into the surface, along with some explanatory text. The Pleiades, known to some as Subaru, they form part of the lighter constellation that's Taurus. Why cram so many stars into one tiny part of a single constellation? I guess people in ancient times weren't hugely careful about such things. There's an enormous block of ice on display here. There's some explanatory text engraved into it. Castor and Pollux. Every year in December, countless shooting stars can be seen emanating from this constellation. So there's mass these two. Yeah, no, I wish these two wasn't talking so loudly. It's difficult to concentrate. Never mind, I'll just go take a look at some other exhibit. It's funny. In a sense. There are two large ice statues on display here. I guess these are remakes of Frost's work from 18 years back. Real eye-catching stuff. Ice sculpture's a heck of an art form, huh? It is. These are the works my father never got to see. To think that I get to see them instead. It's 3 years later. Sorry to butt in while you're deep in a thick hole, Milester. But would you mind looking this way a sec? This way? Beautiful, yeah, just like that. Fender, really? Say cheese! Please don't do that again. I don't like having my picture taken. Oh, poor Milesy Miles. He's so non-photogenic. My bad, big guy, my bad. Had to check in and this whole thing was still working is all. Now that you mention it, your camera does look rather rinky. Yep, vintage model. You ever heard of an instant camera? It develops the picture right after you take the shot. Still twist my nut here and think about how it works. I know what an instant camera is, although I've never used it. Should have known Mr. Know-It-All. Know-It-All. You really are your father's son. Alrighty, step aside. I need to get some good shots of the roof here. For all his joking, he looks very serious about the pictures he's taking. He must have his own theories about the IS-7 incident. Whew! I should have been a paparazzo. These are gold. They develop right away. Wanna see? Well, since you've already shoved one in my face. Alright, Brainiac, question. What do these two sculptures represent? They appear to represent Taurus and Gemini, two constellations best observed during winter. Bingo! Michuti scored! Ooh, you're a regular encyclopedia master. Guess that's why this is the winter wing, right? Because they have the winter stuff on display here. Anyway, seeing as I'm the nicest old rogue on the block, this one's for keepsakes. Yeah. Thanks. Winter wing photo dropped it down in my living teaser. Victor made the same Zodiac statues at a favorite place for the contest 18 years ago. Sure did. Lovingly crafted life-size designs. I only ever saw the old one in photos. These are the spit of the originals. This is what you wanted to show me? Yep. I think Gregory would have wanted you to see it too. And I may not have had it in me to come here on my own. Sorry to drag you along. Not at all. I'm happy to be able to see what my father's final case unfolded. Good to hear you say so, Paleo. Let's say we grab another quick snap to commemorate this heartwarming occasion. Absolutely not. Bullshit, my friend. Statue of a rather ferocious-looking bull, not a gaze one will want to be fixed on. But then I was always taught to return stare. Although, in this case, discretion might be the better part of valor. Oh, is they not saying anything about the stanchions? Is that the Fan Patch exclusive tangent? Fair enough. Leave so soon, Miles? Stick around. Take in the sights. Might as well while we're here. It's too cold. I was thinking of heading somewhere warmer. If you want, I can lend you some of the old Fender treads. In exchange for your jacket, of course. I'll be fine, thank you. Just have to stick it out a little longer. Fine. There's nothing you can see down there. She's always trying to talk to Fender. Miles Reno, mind if I ask you something? Of course. Assuming it's something I can help with. I was wondering. I think we're allowed to take pics in here. You didn't check? Well, I don't see any signs that we weren't told not to, so I suppose it's probably okay. Good. Even if it wasn't, I was planning to grab my shots anyway. Gregory always wanted to see the place. And what Gregory wants, Gregory gets. My father, what do you notice you here? I thought I had the chance to see it. That trial might have... No. No, what's happened happened. Huh. Fender, I can't seem to find the temperature controls. Oh yeah, it's a little tricky if you don't know what it is. Here, I'll have it open for you in a jiffy. Huh? Dang thing's a lot. Makes sense, I guess. We don't want to pick this crayon instead of melon the art. According to the pamphlet, the window wing is kept at a constant 27 degrees. Hoo-wee! It's called it a soul man's cold bits. I'm gonna freeze to death here. Guess there's only one thing for it. Somebody's getting a snuggle. I would like to leave. Hey, what's with the icy stare? You want me to freeze to death? No. Alrighty, I got the shots I wanted. Shall we scoot on over to another wing and see what's cooking? Might as well do the full tour while we're here. I suppose so. Ah! What was that? Came from the fountain room. Come on, let's go see what's up. Well... There's someone on the ground. Is that... Larry! What are you doing here? Actually, oh, never mind that. What else is going on? Hey, gee! You should have seen it. It was awful. Just calm down and tell me why there was an unconscious man on the floor. I didn't do anything. He just fell down in front of me. Wait, I know this guy. Fender? How do you know this guy? Is everything alright? Don't you know it's rude to make a racket in an art gallery, you naughty boys? Wait, the smell. He's still breathing, but I know what he's scenting. It's not safe, Miles. We need to get everybody out of here. Everyone, with me. There isn't a moment to lose. There's poison gas coming out of that room. He ingested a little bit of it by smelling. April 2nd. Huh. He just saunters over. Damn it, Larry. How's the victim doing, Fender? Not good. He inhaled a lot of gas. He's still out, and it sounds like it's pretty serious. But the paramedics said there was no sign of external injury, and he was conscious before it happened. Anyway, he's alive. Just barely. It's like we found out when he did. But like I said, he's not out of the woods yet. They put him in the medical room with a specialist. I see. I couldn't help but notice that it seemed like you knew him, Fender. Sure do. I was Scott Metagusto. He was here back when the whole IS-7 thing went down. Confectioner. He was here 18 years ago, too. Anywho, this guy here seemed like he's in rude health. Old pal of yours, Mazarino? Yes. Something like that. I'm glad you're okay, Larry. Something like that? Are you serious, Edgy? You know me since elementary school. Crush the guy's feelings, why don't you? Anyway, you know you're supposed to call me Laurie Stone him. I'm dressed like this. So no more Larry, okay? Got that? This is Larry Fox. He's a bit of a troublemaker, but he's one of my only friends from back when we were little kids. Ever since he developed a passion for art, he's been trying to make it big as Laurie Stone. But new name or not, he's still the same old Larry. And his butt still smells all the same. Whoa, grade school buddies. I need to go tell Gregory about this. He'll be over the moon to hear you have a pal. He was always willing to click with anybody. Hear that, Edgy? You're lucky having a friend like me. I never thought it was the cause of such worry to my father. Never mind that now, Larry. Louise, Edgy! How many times am I gonna tell you it's Louise? What are you doing here? Eat! Or watch it demonize. Alright, I'll talk. Just stop looking at me like that. Good. Now talk. You don't know why I'm here? Why the heck do you think? For my article. Oh, I'm coming on a date here really soon, so I thought I better scope the place out. So not actually for your article. Maurice, my man. Not as a romantic. Not introduced to his lady friend of yours. Oh sure. It's nice to have somebody take an interest in for once. Spammy. Oh, by the way, Mauricio. Did you notice anything when you found a victim? Nothing in particular. Didn't you say you'd seen something awful? Oh, that. The old guy, he just appeared and then splat, he was on the floor, scared the life out of me. But for once I had nothing to do with any of it. Don't look so proud. That's the least we should be able to hope for. hello. Honored guests, I can only apologize for the trouble you've experienced. I'm Judy Bound, the gallery manager. Another person from the IS-7.
Good to see you, Judes.
Mr. Fender, it's always a pleasure. She was at the reception desk when we arrived. She's the one in charge here. I can't believe you had to go through something so awful, and on our first day of business.
Hey, quit that. It's none of your fault.
Oh wait, I guess I better introduce you guys.
Judy, meet Miles Edgeworth, son of the late great Gregory.
Really? You're Mr. Edgeworth's son? Well. Isn't this fabulous? A great man's son here with us. 18 long years have passed, but now look, he's here at last. It's very lovely to meet you, Mr. Fine Attorney number 2.
Judy, that was the bomb! I see you're in good voice as ever.
Miles Edgeworth, Prosecutor. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, you're a prosecutor. I'm so sorry, forgive me for jumping to conclusions. She's very polite, but there's something strange about her.
Hey, Judy, can I, get an autograph? You go right in here.
I'm not sure you ever want such a thing. Why do you want it, Larry?
Rude? You know who she is, right? Come on, Miles, sir. You don't keep up with showbiz news or nothing. It's no surprise. What's going on? Why are you looking at me like that?
Judy here's a living legend. Musicals, chart-topping hits, you name it. Oh, don't be silly. I'm just a humble art gallery owner now. I finally quit the biz for good. I finished shooting my last movie just the other day, in fact. Some of my co-stars even kind enough to say that they would come to visit once they're... Anyway, oh, here you are. And good luck with your artistic endeavors.
Thanks so much, Judy. I'll treat it like it's my dying day.
We get it. You lost for a moment.
Thanks so much, Judy. To my dying day.
Ah, you and me are peas in a pod, Maurice. Peas in a gosh dang pod. Very poddish. How lovely for you both. Oh god, the frames keep going up. Oh, shit. Larry, could you go practice your drawing somewhere or something? You did come all the way to the art gallery after all. It would be a shame to lose the opportunity. I realize he's drawing our exhibits. Oh, what an honor!
Guess you can have a bright idea once in a while, Edgy. Alright, Judy. Seeing as you were so nice about it, I guess I will. Be right back.
Oh, he's a real live wire, that one. That's one way of putting it. I can only apologize. By the way, there was another woman with you before. Where is she now? Oh, you mean Delisha? Delisha Scott? She's in the medical room, helping to take care of Mr. Gusto. I call it the medical room, but it's nothing quite so grand, of course. I couldn't stay with them, as I'm the only one on staff, and I can't leave the gallery unattended for long. Delicious scum. We've heard that before, haven't we, Fender?
Sure have. Sounds like our IS-7 bingo cards are complete.
Something tells me this isn't a coinky-dink. Perhaps I could offer you gentlemen a cup of tea.
Drop it, the old Judy Bound special blend? Well, why not? For old time's sake.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
Clink, clink, clatter, clatter. She hasn't changed a bit.
Now, if you'll both excuse me, I'd better go and explain things to other visitors. You go do your thing, Judes.
You go do your thing, Judes. Thanks again. She just saunters out of there.
This aroma. Say long, I believe. Well, let's give it a try. This is a fine blend. A top quality Ceylon indeed. It's citrus aroma.
Said when brew one's ability to concentrate, right? Your old man said those exact words 18 years ago. But it takes me back. There's just one difference. Jude's cooled the sources back then. Not today, though, it seems.
Anyway.
Don't you think this is all a little odd? Every single person from an 18-year-old case all assembled in the same place at the same time? Yes, it almost gives a civil investigation is in order.
Seems all right to me.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, you alright?
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender! We heard you got caught up in a poison gas attack, so we came as best as we could.
It's been like a donkey's age, hasn't it? Well, if it isn't the cavalry. Come on, team, bring it in. No way.
Besides, you're both doing just fine. Gully and I got ourselves all worked out over nothing. Detective Gumshoe.
What would you think of bringing Kay with you?
Sorry, sir. She insisted. I knew it was dangerous, with the poison gas and all. She would take that for an answer. I ran. But I just couldn't shake her off.
When it comes to running away, the great future right here is a world champ. And run away. They would chase the poor detective.
All said, sir. Just say the word and I'll head in there and start investigating. You guys stay here. That gas could still be dangerous.
Alright. Good luck in that, dicky boy. He called him a dick! No way! Gummy almost looked like a real detective. I'm so proud of him. But he is a real detective. Whew. Ring ring. This is Edgeworth speaking.
Mr. Edgeworth, looks like the gas is mostly dissipated.
Very good, detective. Now calm down and tell me what you see. Waiting for everything. No, I guess. Ah, don't you tell me the no data. Come on now. Okay. Alright.
Yes, sir. First up, the exhibits.
Don't you fucking do this to me. Don't you ever me again. I guess it's alright.
There's a statue of two people on the left side. And on the right, some kind of two-horned animal.
Wait, a statue of two people and a two-horned animal? That sounds familiar. In fact, it sounds like identical to this display in the middle.
Other than that, the place is looking pretty damp. Sprinklers sprayed the place down. Unless we won't stop the gas from spreading.
Sprinklers? Are there any signs of a fire?
No, sir. And the fire alarm hasn't been triggered either. Sprinklers look like the type that detect heat and smoke. You know, the usual kind. When they detect something, they set an alarm, either fire or smoke, to security room. Because they read the gas as smoke and triggered the smoke alarm that one.
Was anyone in the security room when that alarm went off?
This place only has one employee, and that's Judy Bound, manager. And she was at the reception desk across from the security room the whole time that since the gallery opened.
She heard the alarm from across the way and turned on the sprinklers?
Yeah, it seems like it only be switched on manual. And only from there. Wouldn't want the yacht getting soaked for no good reason, I guess. And if it's manual, you can maybe even check how bad the fire was and try to get some stuff out first.
The security setup is geared around protecting the exhibits. Hey, Oatmeal! How's it going? We having fun today? And I saw you say a bunch of things, saying that you're having a wonderful day as always. But hey, it's nice to see you. Makes sense in our category, I guess.
One more thing. It's freezing in here.
We are! Yeah.
This isn't the autumn wing, it's the deep winter wing.
So the autumn wing is cold too?
Check the temperature. 26.5 degrees in here, sir.
Always am.
Why is the autumn wing being kept the same?
That's Edgeworth, not Gumshoe. Why is the autumn wing being kept the same temperature as the winter wing? Well, let me tell you, Oatmeal, these games are a trip and a half. This one's like the 6th one chronologically, if you don't count Great Ace Attorney. But yeah, these are always fun to go through. I'd recommend them. They always take you places, and all the characters are fun, and it's all very goofy here and there. Bring it on for voice acting. That'd be fun. But hey.
Well, that's about all I got for now. I'll let you know if we find anything else, sir.
Understood. Thank you, Detective Gumshoe. April 2nd. Zodiac Hall. Fountain Room. What did Gummy have to say? He said the autumn wing is actually quite wintry. Huh? I don't get it. I'm wondering what it could mean myself, but it's a bit hard to tell from out here. We should try to get in there as soon as the police are done with their investigation. Amen to that. We need to see what the deal is for ourselves. Is there anybody else who might know something in the meantime? Oh yeah! There is one guy. Miles' best bud. Is what now? Ugh, if we have to. I guess we have to. Wait, that's... Okay! Didn't expect to see you here. You look as fresh faced as ever! Yeah, long time no see, Larry, right? So here's the deal, Kay. I'm Maurice right now. You see, I'm also a bit of an artist. That's what you're alias. Oh, I like it. Good to see you, Maurice. I always knew you were a nice, thoughtful kid. Unlike some people. He has nothing to say. I have some questions for you, Larry. What the? How am I a suspect? Just because I found the guy doesn't mean I did the crime. I never said you did. I just need you to tell us what you saw. You said you saw something awful. How so exactly? Look, I didn't see anything, and I didn't do anything, okay? I don't think I did anyway.
Whoa, Chief. You didn't sound too sure of yourself at the end there.
There's something you should know about him, Bender. If something smells, it's usually the buds. You've been saying that about Larry for 26 years now. That is, I guess that's true. That's insanity. His ability to see attract trouble is legendary, for want of a better word. His ability to cause trouble too. I suppose I better find out what he did this time. Which means it's time for logic chess. Oh boy! First one of the chapter. Well, the case. Boosh. Our aim is to uncover anything that Larry might be hiding. The text typing sounded good. That'd be funny. I'm sure that's a thing that I'd go insane. You see, the thing with Ace Attorney is that depending on the character, text blips are actually slightly different, because if it's a female character, then they're higher pitched, and if it's a male character, they're usually lower pitched. It's one of those little things. It just doesn't matter really. However, I didn't see anything, I didn't do anything, and you can't prove otherwise. 2 pawns and a king? Was that a queen? That is a king. It was possible for him to keep his cool. I need to buy my time when he gets agitated and wait for him to calm down. Let's start by asking him to go into detail about what he's doing. It shouldn't really be too much of a challenge, so let's get this over with. Mind chess, commence. Why exactly did you come to the gallery today, Larry? What kind of question is that? What, you think I don't belong in the gallery or something? That's exactly what I think. Just admit it, chess manipulative inconsistencies. Yeah, that was the false one, yeah. What kind of question? What do you mean, Edgy? Why you was with some stuff like that? Catch you later, enjoy the rest of your day, fella. Oatmeal. However you choose the oatmeal. I didn't think it would upset you so badly. You should watch what I say. Alright, let's try that again. Study my opponent's reactions and pick my responses accordingly. Why the freak are you here, Lawrence? Hey, if you're gonna ignore me, then I'm gonna paint your portrait. And when I'm done, I'll scribble all over it. No, just scribbles to begin with. I'm joking, okay? I never scribble on one of my pieces. How could I? They're valuable artworks. According to you, perhaps. I imagine I might struggle to agree. Oh, laugh it up, funny guy. Lucky some people actually believe in my work. There's people like an eye for aesthetics. Edgeworth, you're not saying anything correct. She's called Lulu, okay? And she says my pictures are masterpieces. So if she'd like something, I'll draw it for her. Anything. Anything at all. And where is this Lulu? How come you're here alone? What? A guy can't be apart from his girlfriend for 1 second? I have my own life too, you know. I'm not coming together. Fuck. He really just have a lot of shit to say, doesn't he? Let him peace out, etc. She's called Lulu, okay? Fine. Lulu says she's a Gemini, okay? So I thought I could do a sketch of the statue to show her on a date. I expect you're pretty proud of this sketch. Not so much this time, actually. But, you know, her being her sign and all, I just thought maybe she kind of like it. Not very likely. You try to tell me nothing. You give so much away in the process. So to summarize, you came today to draw a sketch of the Gemini statue for your girlfriend, Lulu. What? How did you figure all that out? Oh, you incessant prattling. Can't help yourself, can you? Fine. Then I won't say another word. Maybe Larry may want to keep his mouth shut now. I'll have my answers one way or another. Ask him what he did after he arrived here at the gallery. We'll soon see what he's hiding. It's just a matter of time. Alright, tell me what you did when you got arrived here. What's the big idea? Why are you scaring me like that? I don't remember. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I didn't know what was there. I just kind of hung around by the fountain. Oh shit, I think that was the correct one. What gives, Edgy? If you don't have anything to ask, let me get back to my sketching. Wait! I've been waiting for too long. It's supposed to be immediate. Study your reaction. Pick accordingly. Tell me more. You didn't receive a pamphlet when you paid your entrance fee at the reception desk. Huh? You mean entry isn't not free to get in here? You mean to tell me that you entered without paying? I'm sorry, okay. It wasn't deliberate. There wasn't anybody at the reception desk was all. So I thought everyone was free. You're saying Miss Bound wasn't at the reception desk at the time? Yeah. What a look at there was maybe somebody in the little room office. Interesting. According to Detective Gumshoe, Miss Bound had went to the security room to activate the sprinkler system. I bet she wasn't at the reception desk because she was busy responding to tickets. And right after she finally got the place open for business too. Poor Judy. The Winter Wing, the gallery's greatest attraction. It's gonna be ruined now. You seem to know a lot about the Winter Wing. You say you don't have a pamphlet, and yet you seem to know all about the Winter Wing. For example, the Gemini statue you gave me to draw just so happens to be inside the room. Therefore, it was your intention to visit the Winter Wing all along, wasn't it? How? How did you get me again? Fine, you're right. I came for the Gemini statue. And yeah, I came here to visit the Winter Wing. I won't deny it. Larry's not one to divest so easily. Then again, he's always managed to surprise me in unexpected ways. Let's see what more he can tell us about the Winter Wing. I'm sure he has a lot to say. In fact, even Larry's found his feet a little... I expect even Larry's found his feet up to the... Okay, yes, found his... Okay, that wasn't a typo or anything. I'll have to watch his reactions more carefully and see what information I can glean from him. I'm done with you, go home. That's it, I'm done with you, Larry. Go home. You sure? I mean, I'll totally leave if that's cool. I was just thinking of dropping my lures anyhow. No, wait, I didn't mean... Oh, my mistake. Seriously, Edgy? I think it's time you started taking responsibility for the stuff you say, you know? No! Scolded by that. Forgive me. Would you mind giving me just a little more of your time? Do I have to, I guess? Maybe you could see the deal with free dinner? Very well. You don't care about what I say. I wanted to see that. Did you enter the Winter Ring? Larry, be honest. Did you enter the Winter Ring? What is that? Is that suspicion I see in your eyes? I tried to get in there, sure, but... We didn't go in. You tried to get in, but you couldn't? Yeah, exactly. I wanted to get in there, but that old guy came out and fell to the ground. Like I said, it was all pretty shocking. Did we take credit you from entering? So you were unable to enter the Winter Wing because of the victim emerged in the 5 second run. Yeah, he came out of the Winter Ring door, and then down he went. Wasn't that the water wing that the victim came out of? And that stupid poison gas thing had never happened. I'd be in there happily sketching away right now. Life seems to have the autumn and Winter Wings mixed up. Regardless, it seems the same as Woody wasn't taking sketch on the statues. We can conclude. What'd you see? In the Winter Wing, Larry. You don't let up, do you? I told you I didn't see a thing. The galleries are nice and all. Well, I kind of changed my mind once I got here. I thought I'd go meet my girlfriend instead. I think it's had to blow my clue. Did you say you came here to make a sketch on one of the statues for your girlfriend? You gave up on that little easily, didn't you? Surely you saw something, even if you were distracted by the victim's collapse. Well, I did not see something. But that doesn't prove that I did see something totally terrifying either, does it? What, were you blinking too hard? Really, Larry? You could at least try to make this a little harder for me. I put it to you, Larry Butts, that you did in fact see something totally terrifying. Gah! How do you do it, Edgy? Are you some kind of mind reader? Fine. I guess there's no point to try to keep it a secret any longer. I'm not sure there's much point in you trying to keep any secrets, given your track record. It wasn't exactly the most edifying use of my time, but that's checkmate. Mind chess! Checkmate! I couldn't help staring at that Gemini statue. My eyes were drawn to it.
Objection!
You keep talking about a Gemini statue. but there's no way you saw what you think you saw. It's simply not possible. What do you mean? You think I saw a ghost statue or something? Larry's still laboring under the misconception that he was looking at the window wing. This piece of evidence shows us what Larry was really looking at.
Take that!
Take a look at his pamphlet. Hey, check this out. So Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra. Scorpio in the top left, summer. Neat. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. The autumn wing features sculptures depicting Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Not only that, but I've seen a statue of Gemini in the winter itself. Meaning... well, something. Whatever you saw, it can't have been a statue of Gemini. I guess that makes sense. Why is he not more surprised by that? It did seem pretty weird now that I think about it. Only the two people did look like a goddess. So the other stuff, I guess that wasn't my imagination either. Other stuff? You're interested in it too, aren't you, Edgy? Great, let me show you. Show me what exactly? I drew a picture of it all. Got the whole scene down, drawn exactly as I saw it. But I'm still not confident in my work, so, well, I want to see. Really? All right here. What on earth? It's grotesque. You're trying to tell me that the statue was crying tears of blood? I have to say the least. It's pretty scary. Right? Because it was scary. It was supposed to be a statue of Gemini, but it happened to turn into a goddess right before my eyes. It freaked me out so bad, I screamed out loud. He wasn't reacting to the freaking collapsing in front of him after all. Wait, when you say it turned into a goddess, what do you mean exactly? What do you mean? What do I mean? The bottom half is suddenly a fish, and that's what I mean. Goddess with a fishy bottom half? Sounds like Pisces to me. I heard it's all based on this legend of a goddess and her son turning into a fish to escape some banning. Wow, really? I thought Pisces was just two plain old fish. Edgy, do you think the statue's cursed? I mean, tears of blood turning into a fish? That's pretty cursed stuff right there. Don't be a fool. I imagine you simply mistook one statue for the other. It's that simple. Exactly as he saw it. Oh, look at you tucking it carefully into your organizer. What might have use for it later. Maybe in the bathroom. You're the worst, Edgy, the worst! Kinda freaky deaky though, huh? Statue of the bottom half that changes shape. I'm pretty keen to find out what went down in the autumn wing, aren't you? I suppose I am, yes. Could it be some kind of trick to the Pisces statue, perhaps? Ring ring. Yes, Edgeworth speaking.
I'm just about done in here, sir. There's no changing from gas anymore. You can come in now.
Thanks. Good work, Detective. It seems it's finally safe to enter the autumn wing. Good detective sure has impeccable timing. Come on, let's go take a look. I want to see this Pisces statue. You going in there, Kay? Then maybe I should come along too. Did you really think I was going to leave you out here on your own? I know better than that. Alright, everyone. To the autumn wing! Here we are at last. And it really doesn't look a lot like the winter wing.
Glad you can make it. Oh, hey there. You're, Harry, was it? Good to see you, Harry.
No! Oh, for the last time. The name is Louise Dono. Detective, your report if you don't mind.
Oh, yes, sir. Okay. So first off, I found a blowtorch. The nozzle was still warm when I found it, so I guess it was used pretty recently.
Someone using it to eat something? Use blowtorch data. Jot it down and we'll organize it. Was the step ladder already like this when you entered?
Yeah, I guess it was used by whoever left out the ladder. The gas is inside the case until something opened the lid.
That's so. The Pisces statue.
Huh? Oh, you're sure up in your constellation, sir. You know the one in the other cases too, right?
It's the autumn, so I imagine it should be Capricorn.
You guys is no fooling you, sir. I thought it was supposed to be Taurus. That weird cloth that draped around it kind of tripped me up.
Isn't that a piece of luminous cloth from way back when? What's to do it back here? Not only have evidence from the I-7 incident too? Luminous cloth data jotted down into the organizer. Oot.
Take a look around. Look at the microphone. It seems there are a piece of luminous cloth in each of the other cases too.
Yeah, and that just makes me want to see what's hiding underneath real bad.
Sure, let me whip them all off right for you. Look at Gumshoe's surprise stripping.
Wow, they're beautiful. Ba-doom boom, ba-doom boom, ba-doom boom, 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 boom. And Larry's just drawing away. So the transformation Larry witnessed could have been the moment when the cough around the icy statue of the hat fell away.
See, Edgy, see? I wasn't imagining things, and I wasn't mistaken.
Ah. Listen, Master. I think we can all agree this room is fishy in a bucket of fish. My hunch is that someone deliberately tried to make this room look just like the Winter Wind. Yes, I was thinking exactly the same thing. They even covered the statues up in just such a way as to make them look similar. They have a cloth over the bottom half. The Pisces the Gemini statue looks almost the same. You know, for Capricorn, covered his bottom half up and he looked pretty much like Taurus. The other two can't be fixed as easily, so covering their cases up completely was the only answer. So somebody went to some lengths to disguise the autumn wind with the winter wind. I'd say we need to take a closer look at things in here, wouldn't you, Pedro? Hold it! Mr. Winner and Judge Cavell.
Ugh, what the heck are you guys doing here? You're the last thing I need. This is my senior here.
Mr. Edgeworth, it seems I have failed in my duty yet again. I pray one day that you see that your presence is not required at every crime scene.
Ugh.
And that co-opting a good detective for your own ends is never right. I will have to give serious consideration as to how the cards of justice will have here be judged.
You got it all wrong. It was me who asked you to help, not the other way around.
It was? Well then, you know what that means, Detective Flatfoot.
No, you mean...
Exactly. Your, salary check is taking a hit. Bet you're looking forward to payday now. Always wanted to say that.
Man, getting away country from you, from all people.
Not so fast, Mr. Winner. I was simply assisting with the police's investigation as a witness and a bystander. Detective Gumshoe is entirely in the right.
Oh, he is, huh? So you're saying I should give him a bonus instead?
That's not what I'm saying at all, but if you're offering.
Hey, I wouldn't mind a little salary bump.
Your compassion and generosity are truly heartwarming use this. But you must take into account past transgressions and judgments that concern the future. And I hereby judge Mr. Edgeworth and his associates unfit to tread the hallowed grounds.
What? But we only just got here!
The goddess of justice has conferred her blessings onto Eustace and Eustace alone. By which you mean this is Mr. Winner's case?
That's exactly what she means. It's time for the warm-up act to get off the stage. After all, I solved this one already. I have a suspect lined up and everything.
What did you say? A suspect already? Who?
Who else but your artist friend over there? Me? What's going on, Edgy?
Your guess is as good as mine. I can't even begin to imagine how the boy's mind works.
Unsurprising that you lack the attitude to understand the winning mindset.
Lack the attitude? Don't tell me he doesn't know the real winning turn of phrase. Well put, Eustace. Miss Wedgwood does indeed lack a certain aptitude.
Yeah, exactly. What's your aptitude, smart guy?
Wow, he totally shameless.
Underestimate my information gathering skills at your own peril. Before we came here, we dropped by the medical group to ask the doctor there a few questions. And he told me where the poison gas came from.
And? Where might that have been?
It was, it's this chemical you find everywhere.
Can't think of the names now, though.
Wait there a second. Let me just call him real quick.
Perhaps I can answer your question while Eustace is on the telephone? Why let him make the call if you know the answer? The gas is created by mixing two specific chemicals. Are we ready for this?
Ubiquitarium and asphyxium. Certainly different from normalium and fatalium. That seems less stupid, but also kind of cool.
I like those names.
What kind of chemicals are they?
Ubiquitarium is the red liquid used in all manner of everyday products. Paint and dishwashing liquids, among various others. On its own, it's entirely benign. So it's something anyone can get their hands on. Precisely. But the same cannot be said for asphyxium. That does sound nasty.
What was it used for?
It is the main ingredient of a product called Infesticide Ultra.
Not even Megatoxin X.
Infesticide Ultra, man. It is pure white in color and is unavailable to the average consumer. In fact, it is nigh impossible for members of the public to obtain it here in this country. As such, we are currently investigating where it might have come from.
Poison gas ingredients jotted down in my organizer. I'm back, and I know the names of the chemicals now.
Don't waste your breath. Judge Cavell informed us already. Huh? Oh, great! This will make this quicker, I guess. So the source of the gas, ubiquitous, was used in paint and stuff. And there was somebody here at the gallery today who brought paint with them. Your friend, the artist. You can't accuse me just because of that. Objection to the paint on that palette in your hand. Edgy, is this kid okay? He seems a little... Indeed, I haven't known him long, but he's a little prone to jump to the wrong conclusions. Hey, quit talking about it like I'm not even here. Ignore them, useless. They're simply intimidated by you, nothing more. Why not get them yet another reason to fear you with one of your winning deductions? Winning? Yeah, good idea. Get a little list, users. Heh, my shining logic comes alive. Winner's winning deduction. Our friend the artist here won the race to find the victim. That was first seen, correct? And the gas was the victim was poisoned from ubiquity, which, as we know, is found in paint. He was carrying paint on his person, and he was the one winning stride away from the victim, which surely makes him the winner on our latest list of suspects. Right, Gavel? You think so too, right? It is a possibility that certainly can't be discounted. Well, would the artist like to share his version of events? Did you leave red paint at the scene of the crime? Or something more sinister? The catalyst for a cloud of toxic gas, perhaps? I think I might have left my heart there, you know, and you might have picked it up. I would be careful what you say to me. My gavel is already primed to deliver a guilty verdict.
Objection!
Ignore him, please, Your Honor. It's for the best.
Objection!
Quit stalling! You can't run away from the fact that my reasoning is flawless. So admit defeat and crawl out of here with your tail between your legs, because I win. I have better things to do than pick holes in your faulty logic, but don't suppose I have much choice. Rebuttal. Beep boop. Press.
Hold it!
Hold it! I'll be the first to admit that he's something of a suspicious character.
Objection!
First to admit? Are you trying to beat me to it? But you can't, because I'm the winner. I'm the first rate. Always. Huh? I'm a first rate artist, you say? Larry, I don't need to make this any more convoluted than it already is. Please, winner, just continue.
Hold it!
They're all just a bunch of goofs in this room right now. You do indeed. It seems it's found in a number of everyday products. Right, which makes your friend pretty darn suspicious. But isn't it also found in a bunch of other stuff too? She has a winning point, I guess. Right, Gavel? I suppose she does. As I said, ubiquity was also found in dishwashing liquids, amongst other things. In other words, paint isn't the only possible explanation. No, but just listen to the rest of my amazing deduction, will you? I have important points! Just listen to me!
Hold it!
It's by no means certain that paint was the source of the poison gas. Ha! Well, it's by no means certain that it wasn't either. Is that supposed to sound clever? Copy Mr. Edgeworth's speaking style and the shortcut to looking cool. I like how Edgeworth's just hiding behind Kay's fist now. Make it sound as if you think there's something wrong with how I speak. Anyway, to bring it all home, my winning deduction shows he has paint, and which he was closest to the victim.
Hold it!
That's really all you're basing your suspicion of Mr. Butt's on. What? You have a problem with that? Then show me some proof, loser. Put up or shut up. He's literally asking for it, Mr. Edgeworth. He is, so let's find the right piece of evidence and really give it to him. You know that Mr. Winner isn't much of a listener. And we also know that his reasoning is likely to be based on a flawed assumption. Yeah, he even phoned the other guy and he still got it wrong somehow. Let's get this over with as quickly as we can. It's wasting all of our time. He's such a big dope, isn't he?
Objection!
Your deductions are anything but winning, I'm afraid. Unless you're looking to win a prize for incoherence. So you agree that I deserve a prize? What? What you deserve is to be set right. The gas came from within the case containing the sculpture of Pisces. It did, and it was created by the artist guy. The red paint that we know is full of ubiquity. Allow me to offer you a bit of advice. One prosecutor to another. It always helps to listen carefully to others. The gas is created when ubiquity was mixed with another substance. It's fiction. Paint containing ubiquity alone wouldn't create any kind of gas at all. It wouldn't? I thought they said the guy was asphyxiated with ubiquity. So you're telling me all this was based on mishearing a forensics report? because in the fan patch it was like Normalium caused the fatality. There's Normalium and fatality. So that's a great way to cover that. Asphyxiated by ubiquity. The gas had already done its work by the time this is found. Perhaps it's your own aptitude you should be worried about. My aptitude? What does that even mean? You literally used the word 5 minutes ago. It means one's ability, or how suited one is to undertake the task, Eustace. And attitude, the other word you misused only minutes ago as well, is another thing entirely. I get what you're doing. You're making fun of me again. What I am doing is demonstrating that you do not have the aptitude required to head up this investigation.
Overruled.
Before you go any further, you might wish to consider some of the flaws in your own statement. And what flaws might those be? Firstly, that you cannot prove your artist friend did not enter the ultimate. That's... And secondly, that you cannot prove the red paint did not have something to do with the crime. But the paint isn't important on its own, surely. What's important is that the combination of the red ubiquity and white asphyxian. How exactly were those two substances introduced in one another? Surely we need to figure it out for anything else? Indeed we do. And that is what Eustace will be investigating next. Or what he would have already been investigating had you not been here making needless trouble. You're not here to make trouble. Quite the opposite, in fact. We're here to help. Are you saying you know how the gas is made? I don't believe you. I could certainly point you towards a vital clue as to how it was done. He's bluffing, Eustace. Ignore him. It's fine, Gavel. He's clearly lying. Might as well let him talk even further into a corner. If you are sure... Come on then, show me what you've got. What shows how the gas was created, huh? Mix together. Here, right?
Take that!
You're saying this somehow shows us how the chemicals were mixed to make poison gas? That's exactly what I'm saying, yes. Thank you for noticing. Well, they do say I have a good eye. The red tears Mr. Butts saw, that was the ubiquity. But, wait a second. You're saying the statue cried the stuff out? What, to incorporate some kind of evil spirit? How much time am I going to have to waste taking him through this step by step? The red tears alone would not have been enough to create the gas. They must have mixed with something else inside the case. What? And what evidence do you have that that's what happened? The evidence is right there in the sketch I just showed you. I need to point out the part that shows that the two liquids are mixed together. Oh, it's all pink.
Take that!
Observe the pool of pink liquid beneath the Pisces statue's glass case. This clearly shows that the two chemicals mixed. Wait, I don't get it. How does that prove something ubiquitous mixes of asphyxian? We have an artist with us. Why don't we ask him? Larry, you claim to be something of a painter. I imagine you have some experience in color. What happens when you mix red and white? And still treat me like a dum-dum, Angie. I did Gregory teach you high, you know. Any idiot knows that red and white make pink. I mean, there's variations. You got your rose pinks and your baby pinks.
Hold it!
That would be more than enough, thank you. Do you see what I'm getting at now, Mr. Winner? Oh, I think I do. Ubiquity is red, asphyxian is white. Mix the two together, and you get pink. That's what the pink liquid is. You see, if you put some red stuff in your hands, you get some pink on your gloves too. Yes, very good. I'll go there at the end. Yes! Interesting. I think you finally convinced him.
Overruled!
Mr. Edgeworth, you've raised the possibility, nothing more. We cannot know for sure that this shows the result of the two chemicals having mixed. And besides, the sketch you are attempting to enter as evidence was drawn by a suspect. How can we possibly hope to rely on its veracity? Hey, I drew everything exactly as I saw it. A true artist never lies or embellishes the truth. Forgive me, but I did not ask for your opinion. Oof! She's a cold one, but I like it. You may rest assured, Your Honor, that I mean to prove my theory to all of our satisfaction.
Overruled!
It may not be wise to jeopardize your position any further, Mr. Edgeworth, especially as there is another question to which you have yet to provide a satisfactory answer. How can you prove that this man did not enter the autumn wind? Until you were able to, there is little more to discuss.
Wait, or maybe the victim can help us out with that.
Mr. Gustav is still unconscious and in critical condition.
He is? Oh.
Slam! Now, if you don't mind, Eustace needs to carry out his own investigation of the area. If you'd be so kind as to let him leave him in peace. Hold it! I was holding. There you go. For the presiding judge's sake, I pray to the goddess that he need not ever be summoned to testify. Now then, is there something you wish to say, Mr. Artist? You could just hold that pose for a moment there, Miss Ice Queen. I am Justice Verity Gavel, Justine Courtney. I will be greatly grateful if you dispense with the child's epithets. Oh, finally she tells me her name. Nice to meet you, Verity. Name's Louise Donham, but you can call me Louise. You could stop wasting the court's time, Mr. Donham. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's just something I forgot to mention. The door was locked. I tried to open it, and then the old guy came coming out. It does appear that the door can be unlocked from the inside. However, that does not necessarily mean that it was locked at the time as you claim. Without proof, your statement carries little weight.
Objection!
Thank you, Fender, for taking that brief moment for me to let me take a sip of a drink. Well, as it happens, I can back up pal up here. Yep, we tried to come in here too, but it's just like the guy said. It was locked up tight. Ain't that so, Mazarino? It is. I distinctly remember how it went. So, win a wing. I don't believe it. It's locked. Gary's open for beers, but when do one wings off limits or gifts? Prior to the incident with the gas, it was not possible to enter this room from the outside.
Overruled.
And what does it say that your suspicious friend was not here with the victim the entire time?
Objection!
The fact that he didn't suffer the ill effects of the gas. Searching for a gas mask and the like. I doubt you'll find one. I see. I suppose we have to take you at your collective word. That was a little too easy. Well, Judge Cavell, do you accept that Mr. Buzz is no longer a viable suspect? And that once again, Mr. Winner's deductions have fallen short of the mark? What are you talking about? I just need more information is all. You can't blame a guy for being a little hasty with his deductions. You know it's not cool for a prosecutor to be saying stuff like that, right? Oh god, what's going on with me? Okay, very well, then perhaps you should call the next subject. Mr. Donut, you may step down from the stand. Huh? Oh, go, you mean? But I was enjoying our time together, Verity. Let me stick around, please. Overruled. Show no mercy and switch my heart into a goopy mush. I love it. Who exactly is the next suspect? The pharmacist Alicia Scone. Your artist friend made us want to lay his hands on a bottle of pesticide ultra. But someone in here line of work would surely have a better idea of where they might be acquired. The court hereby calls for a 10-minute recess. Eustace, we will go and fetch the suspect. Your winning smile will bring her running, I'm sure. My winning? Of course, Gabbo. Let's go get her at once. Hey, Detective Flatfoot, you carry on investigating while I'm gone, okay? Sure. Is it possible? Could Judge suspected Miss Scone from the start? Now that you mention it, she wasn't helping Mr. Winner like she usually does, huh? What is the feature angle here, Judge Cavell? To be continued! It's at the 3-hour mark. I guess we could do a little bit more. Might do it stop in the middle of it, middle of an investigative scene. But sure, yeah, it's not be fine. April 2, the sequel. Dum dum dum. They sure are taking their time. Oh, this is supposed to be a 10-minute recess. Sorry to keep you losers waiting. But wait no longer. I won the race to find Alicia Scone, and here she is. Hello, dears. This lovely young man said you wanted to speak with me. Alicia Scone, the figure that must wonder his wares upon this offer at your service. Delicia to my pals, leaving this delicious to son. You can call me the winner, and I'll call you whatever I want. Alright, Winnie Pooh. Whatever you say is lovely to meet you, dearie. So much for calling me the winner. Oh, have we met before, young man? Get a little list, Alicia. That's Miles Edgeworth, Gregory's son. Well, I never. It's a pleasure to meet you, Milesy son. You must address me by my given name, just Miles will do. Oh, Greggy Peglegs, boy. And all grown up too. Make me feel my age, why don't you? Just how old she is. Eustace. I believe we have some questions for our pharmacist. Yeah. What brings you to the gallery today, Miss Scone? Why, I came to see dear old Moody Judy, of course. We've been fast friends for 18 long years, and no one's going to stop me visiting her now. I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in his immediate aftermath of the attack. Oh, I didn't do much, really. Took a quick answer over the old doctor. Wow, you an answer just like that? Oh, yes, dear. As long as I had the right ingredients, I can put together just about any medicine you like. Certainly have that the medical room is well equipped, though. We were much better off treating him here than losing the vital minutes taking him to the hospital. Anyway, we know what we could. The rest, well, that's up to him. And do you know the victim is delicious? Oh, yes, well, sort of. It's been 18 years since I last saw him. Apparently he's famous these days. One of the best confectioners in the world, or so they say. Interesting. So he's a well-known public figure. Oh yes, dear, he was on the news and everything. Confectionery craftsman king of the world, they said. Wow, so your dog really went to Zeng far enough this game, just like he said he would. Perhaps if we could proceed to the matter at hand. Miss Scone, are you familiar with a substance known as pesticide ultra? Of course, dear. Use it to get rid of... You know what? Oh, it's awfully strong, though. That's why they don't sell it in the shops. Might I ask what you mean by you-know-what? The little blight is the frightened life out of poor innocent ladies like yours, truly, that's what. Ghastly little creatures, running around people's nice, clean kitchens and terrorizing them. Children, I get it. Those. Thank you, Miss Scone. One more question, if you don't mind. Are you aware of what happens when the chemical asphyxiation and ubiquitous are combined? Oh, yes? It's right there in the pesticide ultra instructions. Do not mix the products containing ubiquitous. Ever! Because if you do, they react with each other and make a horrible poisonous gas. What's it again? Effects of inhalation could include respiratory complications and, well, death. The poor old Gusty very nearly didn't make it. To make that much gas, you need, 3,500 mils of each chemical, I'd say. Certainly talks like a skilled pharmacist. Ubiquitous awfully thick and sticky, and it heats up very quickly indeed. It's also bright red and smells minty fresh. Oh, and cheap as chips. That's why I use it in everything. Asphyxiant's more watery and it's white in colour. That'll do, thank you. You're clearly well informed, Miss Scone. As well I should be, dearie. After all, the pesticide ultra is made by the company I work for. Oh, but before you get the wrong idea, they don't go around handing out free samples. As I say, it's awfully terribly dangerous. You couldn't buy it even if you wanted to. Yes, Miss Scone, very interesting indeed. I think that tells us all we need to know. Strange. I thought you suspected Miss Scone. But something in that smile makes you wonder if she has some other angle in mind. What is it, Detective Flatfoot? Any developments to report?
Yes, sir. Turns out the sculpture's glass case is only open from the top.
Huh, that's rather unusual.
And the temperature inside can be adjusted too, all the way down to 0 degrees. The Pisces case was kept at 26 degrees. I nearly got my hand stuck to it.
We're lucky you escaped alive. Anything more relevant to the case?
Yeah, they found something on the other side of the top part of the Pisces case. Traces of ubiquitous.
Oh, now we're talking. That's odd. If there was ubiquitous stuck to it, should it stay stuck? I'm pretty sure. After all, 26 degrees, it would have been frozen solid. It would, huh? So, how do things wind up as they are now? I think Kay might be able to help us figure that out. Just that. Or at least, Mr. Thief. You guys are that desperate to get on my good side, huh? Fine. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but take it away. Can't believe I'm taking orders from this guy. But whatever, anything's for the truth.
Overruled.
Before you get too carried away, might I interject? The Goddess of Justice has no need of your help. We will find the truth ourselves. Youch! Why so frosty, Judge G? The baby prosecutor just gave us a big thumbs up. What's the issue here? Ooh, wait. Don't tell me the committee has some dirty little secret and doesn't want us finding out. I'm not requiring to explain myself to you. But if you feel that you absolutely must participate in the investigation, perhaps you can prove to me that it would be worth our while to keep you around. What exactly does he have in mind here? Who triggered the release of the poison gas? If you can answer this question, I will consent to your participation in the investigation. You heard the lady smiles. Somebody opened the Pisces case and let out that gas. Considering what we learned so far, there's only one person who could possibly be, no? Yes, the answer is indisputable. In that case, please kindly provide it now. Who released the poison gas? It's Carmelo Gusto, age 54.
Take that!
The victim, Carmelo Gusto, is the only person who invented the awesome weapon. Thus, only he could have opened the case. Sorry, I had a moment to think. According to himself, in actual fact, his relationship with logic seems I think it's the same thing. Dude's 17. What? He is very much an underdog. He's very much like the other character that I decided to draw. You know the one. You should know if you know already. Correct. That appears to be the only logical answer. Very well. I will permit your participation in this investigation to continue. However, if at any point I feel you're contributing nothing of value, you'll be removed, effective immediately. Understood. Even if Mr. Gusto did open the case, we still have no idea why. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, tell me what you want to see. Let's use the data we collected to recreate the scene before the poison gas went off. On it! Eee! Oh, don't scare me like that. So this is what you were talking about. You're Mr. Fever. Let's begin by examining the Python sculpture. There's a generous amount of ubiquity frozen to the other side of the top part of the case. Yeah, just what's keeping that lid on real tight.
The actual glass lid is also cracked though, right? Somebody really went to town on your little house there, Pisces.
Do we have any idea of how the glass lid might have come to be so cracked?
No, well, it doesn't look like the outer-facing side of the glass suffered any damage.
I see. So you have a cracked piece of glass that we know was ice cold on its inner-facing side. And we also know there wasn't damage in any direct way on its outer-facing surface. Thoughts?
Ice cold. Makes you think of the way you glare at people, sir.
Cracked. Makes you think of those deeply etched lines on your forehead, sir. It was cracked by heat expansion. Applying heat to ice cold glass from the outside would cause it to crack. Huh. Well, I appreciate the science lesson, but why is it all heat cracked in the first place? Why indeed? A heat-cracked glass lid, lined up on its underside with frozen ubiquium. You look like the cat that got the cream, Azarino. You know what happened, don't you? I certainly do. And what's more, I know how Mr. Gusto opened the case. What? But you didn't give me a chance to figure it out first. Would have been quite the way. Well, don't give it to yourself, Edgeworth. I want answers. How did Mr. Eustace, Mr. Gusto, open the case?
Take that!
The blowtorch showed signs of having been used recently when it was found here at Wilson Lane. I think it's highly likely that it was used on the glass lid wasn't cracked. What are you doing, Walter? Playing around the wires again, are we? Blowtorch? Who uses a blowtorch over the glass case? Oh, I get it. Mr. Gusto was trying to melt the frozen ubiquium so he could open the lid. Indeed. You beat me to it by a second, but we'll see who wins in the end. Don't try and tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue. Nuh-uh! It was Edgeworth making things hard to understand. Okay. Would you mind updating the recreation so that Mr. Winter can follow along too? Sure, sure. Yes, ma'am. Alright, here goes. Mr. Gusto was alone in the autumn wing. And while he was in there, he used his blowtorch to melt the frozen ubiquium to the underside of the lid. Uh-huh. And? As the ubiquium melted, it mixed with the asphyxiants already present inside the glass case, thereby producing a poisonous gas. When Mr. Gusto finally managed to open the lid, he would have released the poison gas. And when he released the gas and poisoned himself. He made it as far as the fountain room, where he collapsed. So we opened the case and out came the gas, huh? Seems we got there in the end. Why the heck doodle-doo did he want to open the case in the first place? I'm not sure. In fact, we don't even know what his ultimate goal was. I'm thinking he might have come here for the same reason I did. Check out not the Autumn Wing, but the Winter Wing. You remember, right? I thought this was where the Winter Wing was when we first got here. Caught you out too, didn't it, my little Eddie Lumpkin? I was ever so confused what with it being where Chillywink's room was all these years ago. That's even the same little tree in front of the blessed door. Who wouldn't be at all at 6 and 7s, eh? Did everyone involved with the IS-7s that make the same mistake? I think we need to go and take another look at the Winter Wing. Time to see how quickly I can convince Mr. Winter, I suppose. Urethra! Ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer. Yeah, the answer to what exactly? And I think you meant Eureka. I know what I said. The man was going to end it all. A dramatic exit stage left, sort of arty-farty farewell. Have you been listening at all to this whole time? At my level, I barely need to listen to a word, and I still understand half of what's going on. Perhaps I can explain a few of the fine he does to your later uses, when it's prerogative. Yeah, prerogative. Is it prerogative or is it prerogative? Is that a type? I don't fucking know. Winners? Oh, sure. Thanks, Gambit. Thank you indeed. I find it's always best to leave things like child wrangling to a professional. In the meantime, don't you have something to tell Mr. Edgeworth and his friends? Oh yeah! Oh, I totally forgot! What is it now? I took the liberty of investigating our friendly pink pharmacist here. Or rather, I had one of my underlings do it for me. Something to brag about, you know. Shut up! Can you see I'm talking? Anyway, let's put a pin in my suicide theory for now. Again, I have something more important to tell you. It was Mr. Delicious who set the poison gas trap. Eek! How could you say that? I was greatly saddened to learn of this, Miss Scone. Your profession is one dedicated to saving lives, and yet you use your expertise to try to take one. I beg your pudding! How dare you! I did no such thing! Perhaps you could explain, Mr. Winner? You bet I can. Get a load of this! This is Miss Delicious' pharmacist license. And it says right here that she's authorized to handle infesticide ultra. The product being established contains asphyxiant, one of the ingredients of a poison gas. Exactly! It's almost impossible for ordinary people to get a hold of that stuff. But Miss Delicious is no ordinary person. She's a card-carrying pharmacist. I can do it! This is all just a terrible misunderstanding. Look at those curls on her hair, though. Objection! And that's not all. There was a bottle of infesticide ultra in the victim's pocket. And what do you know? It's covered in your fingerprints. Yeah. We know that you and Miss Bound took the victim to the medical room. What better moment to slip the bottle into his pocket, No! There was only one person in the premises licensed to carry infesticide ultra, and that was you, Miss Scone. Furthermore, you're acquainted with Miss Bound, the owner of the gallery. Meaning you would have had access to the building, and ample opportunity to prepare your trap. No, dear, listen, you don't understand. That infesticide ultra was stolen from me. Lying will only lengthen your sentence, Miss Scone. I'm not lying! Oh, it's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it. What is she looking for? Oh, that's not it. That's not it! Huh? Felt familiar. Ah, here we go. I knew it was in here somewhere. Look! What is this? There's something written on it, I think. April 1st. Complaint filed. Offense, theft. Item stolen. Infesticide ultra. 1 bottle. That was a day ago. There's a crime report relating to the theft. Oh, what? See, you silly billies. I told you somebody pinched it off me a week ago, no less. By which you mean to say that it was not in your possession at any point today. That's exactly what I mean to say. I think the bottle you found might be the one I lost. I always have something in my medicine bag, just in case you know. I'm supposed to get my bag locked up tight. Well, I'd forget my head if I wasn't screwed on. And now, thanks to silly old me, someone's gonna mix up a cloud of poison gas with the stuff. I see. Well, why on earth would you carry such a hazardous substance around? Like I said, just in case. You never know when one of them might appear. Children. You mean the gassy little creatures that run around in people's nice kitchens type of them? You could just roll up a newspaper and whack. One and done. Psst. Gavel, what do I do now? Of course. I think perhaps it might be wise to confirm the authenticity of the crime report, just for the sake. Can't be hurt to verify Miss Scone's story after all. She might be lying to us. Good idea. Alright, I'm gonna get the precinct to call. Don't go anywhere. Ring ring, hello? So Miss Scone might not be guilty after all. Indeed. If she really were the one who set up the poison gas trap, then I highly doubt she would have used a method that directly implicates her. So who do you think did it, Smiles? Someone with knowledge of the victim's likely behavior, and the time and the means to prepare. 2 factors of which one point to one very specific person. Oh yeah? And who might that be? Don't leave us hanging, big guy. Who had the means to steal the infesticide ultra and dress one room to look like another? Eustace Winner. Take that! Surely your name is Bound, the proprietor of these premises could have possibly prepared in such a way? We'll need solid evidence to support such a theory nonetheless. So it was her, huh? Strange. It's like he already knew. Mass shooting, Mazzarino. Might have to make that associate position a permanent deal. That is not what I was hoping for. Oh, I'm back. With results. The police have confirmed that the theft really was reported and logged. Which means we may have been a little hasty with some of our conclusions, team. You mean that every single one of your conclusions proved to be hogwash? No! I mean, we're only just getting started. Oh, then what's our next move? Well, first we need to go to talk to Miss Bound. Yes. And then, I'll think about what to do after that. Trust me, it's all in there. I know what I'm doing. Eustace, Mr. Gusta's real destination appears to have been the Winter Wing. Perhaps it would be worth having someone investigate that room more thoroughly. Oh yeah, we should totally do that. Flatfoot, go investigate the Winter Wing.
Yes, sir.
Gavel, we're going to talk to Miss Bound. Very good, Eustace. I'll join you if you don't mind.
Or they're gonna get stuck with a silly job.
Look at him with his phone. He's so bold and upright. All right, you have your orders. Go talk to Bound for me. Beep. Hey, Mr. Winner. When are we going to talk with Miss Bound ourselves? Sure, but I thought why not let the grunt handle the grunt work, you know? Means I could just sit back and wait for the report. A winning strategy. You spoiled little... Ugh, he's so exhausting. I need a break. Huh? There's something in the fountain. Yeah, it's a body. What on earth? Order in the court. Somebody call forensics. What's going on over there? What's going on over there? There's fucking shit stain.
Bad news, sir. Real bad news.
Order. I will have order, detective.
The ice coverage at the Winter Wing. They've all melted.
What? This? Huh? See? That's funny. What is the meaning of this? Now we have 2 victims? Yeesh. Talk about deja vu. It's like 18 years ago. Even the ice is melted again. Again? This is like some weird rerun. Same people, same everything. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is no coincidence. You and me, right, Mazzarino? I am. And I think the answers lie in the ice evidence of this. In fact, I'm convinced of it. Great minds think alike. Alrighty then. Time for another trip down memory lane. To be continued, yeah! That's even better. That's a nice round stopping point. Put it in 10, baby. That's where the events of 18 years past. We shall return back to the scene of the crime. I still can't believe the ISM did this. It was Gregory's last case. But that had been 18 young years. We can't even pause here, so we have to go through this. A murder at a confectionery contest. And one of the participants, no less. Artie Frost. They pulled his body out of a treasure chest that was part of Samson Tangaroa's chocolate tableau. He'd been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp, and subsequently bled to death. We found the lamp hidden inside the candy castle Alicia stole in the contest. But then, before anyone had the chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away. Dogs are loud. 18 years ago. Loud doggos. Okay, there we go. We can press the pause button now. And we can depart from this stream. Back to title, baby. You don't need to save. You can just recap that moment. Ah, lovely. Look at that title screen. I like it a lot. And, of course, we can go to, like, the gallery for a nice bit of music. Has some objection playing. Maybe this. Oh no, I like this actually. Yeah. Okay. So, That covers the first part of Case 3. Turnabout Reclaimed. Or Turnabout Remembrance. I keep forgetting the name. I keep wanting to say it's Inherited Turnabout. But it's not that. I keep forgetting the actual name. It doesn't matter though, really. Because for now, what I can do, hopefully if this is set up correctly. Yeah. I think. Properly set it up. There we go, nice. We are here. At the end of the stream. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And also shout out to Oatmeal. Because Oatmeal is a cool person. And also Big Clingy, of course. Yeah. Surely by the time you watch this, there's more of his streams out of him playing through this after being so acquainted with the fan patch and all that. Him being a part of the team for that. So go check all that out. In the meanwhile, I have to get some drawing done, because I've used all 4 of my previously created drawings of Ace Attorney characters for Investigations 2. I gotta probably do Ray or Eddie. Eddie might be the next one to do. Though I'm not sure. Maybe Kay would better be suited for something else. Or maybe Gumshoe. Gumshoe might also be an easy one to pick for. I'll think about it, and I'll get it done. So, that's going to be it for the stream today. Thank you as always for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next stream. Take care, everybody, and hopefully you enjoyed the start of this case, with all the shenaniganery that went on. Toodles.